That's the screen I want. Awesome. Welcome on in, guys. I have what's left of Chimkin, so give me a second. Welcome to D&D this morning. We're gonna go ahead and just quickly put on some tavern music here, because I totally queued up my music and I'm ready to go as usual this morning. So just bear with me here. Here we go. Is our tavern music gonna start up this morning?
No.
Probably not. I mean, it does like to spite. There we go. It does like to spite me, so. So, welcome to another episode of the Debauchery Tea Party. I hope you all are doing fantastic. Let's do a check-in with our players. I want to see how our players are doing today. We'll go down the voice chat list one at a time. Starting with... Geeky.
I'm sleepy, but I'm okay.
You're sleepy.
Mm.
So I think you have some news. I don't know if you want to share that with the stream or not.
Yeah, I have Nico's wig and pants and makeup in. I'm waiting still for his staff and his shirt, and as soon as I get those, I'll be cosplaying here live.
Excellent. Love it.
The staff should be in around December 7th to December 10th. The shirt will be in around December 15th to the 23rd, so...
Awesome. I love it. Let's check in with Rizo. How are you doing?
I'm doing alright. I managed to get a character on Genshin Impact that I've been wanting for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super stoked.
Cool. Jules Stein, welcome back. Just quick yes or no?
Hello.
Everything good?
Hello.
Send me a DM if you need to talk, okay? I don't want to talk about this on air, just for privacy,
Yeah.
for whatever came up. But send me a DM if you want to talk.
Alrighty.
How have
But
the...
yeah, no, personally, I mean, I doing okay. It's just other stuff.
Fucking tell me about it. It's been a rough couple of weeks. I'm also in finals season. I have a presentation due tomorrow that I have to present tomorrow. I have a term paper due tomorrow night. And I have another presentation for which I'm doing the write-up. It's a group project, but I'm doing kind of the write-up for it, the report part, due on Tuesday. And I have to be there to make both presentations on Monday and Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm also at a market from 11 until 2, and my classes are from 10 until 2, and my classes are from 11 until 2. So I have to figure out how to be in 2 different places, 2 different days, at the same time. So, trust me, I get shitty weeks. Was there anything good that happened to you this week?
Me? That's a good question.
It wasn't supposed
Oh,
to be.
I got free groceries a couple days ago.
Oh shit! How'd that happen?
They screwed up at Superstore and some of the labels weren't working, so customer service literally told me, just take it.
Nice.
Well, shit.
So, yeah.
Kudos to that. That doesn't
Hell
just
yeah.
happen every day.
No. But honestly, I felt really bad for them because they were just so fed up with all of their labels not working.
Yep. I get that. I feel bad for the customer service workers in that case.
But I mean, it happens when you're nice to people. They just give you free stuff sometimes. So
Yep. Speaking of being nice to people, before we get on with today's session, I have something I want to show you guys, but we're gonna finish our check-in with our players first. Link! Buddy! Are you there? Link?
Bueller?
I think Link's dead, guys, unfortunately.
no.
Oh, Link disconnected. I think Link's dead.
Oh no. Oh no. No. Please come back to us.
Quick, throw a bubble fairy at him.
If you can hear us but we can't hear you, check your push to talk and check your microphone settings, dude. While we're waiting for you, we're going to move on to Neppy.
Hi.
Hi. Pre-stream check, pre-session check-in. How you doing? How the last 2 weeks been for you?
Honestly, because of you, I've been cackling for the past few days.
Yeah,
every time I remember what has happened.
Yeah, we're going to be getting into that.
I'm still so proud of you.
Link, are you back yet? Link! Hang on. Let me open up Discord. If you can hear us, put a message in the random chit-chat. Somebody keep your eye on it and let me know.
Will do.
Oh, he's typing. I see that.
He's alive.
I mean, we can run with somebody doing text. I've done it before. It's just not convenient, that's all.
Yeah, but it's better than a missing player.
You're not wrong. I can hear you guys. I'm not muted, and push to talk is off. Okay, let me check. Oh, you're not muted for the server.
Have you completely restarted Discord?
Yeah, try completely restarting Discord. If that doesn't work, unfortunately, you may have to try restarting your computer. We're going to go through a few things, so we do have a bit of time. If you want to do that, you are more than welcome to. Try restarting things, basically turning it off, turning it back on, blah, blah, blah. Completely quit Discord. Like, just task manager, Control-Alt-Delete it. And then start it up again if that doesn't work. Shut down your computer and then start it up. And we'll be here when you get back. So. Sorry, go ahead. Somebody was going to say something. Jeez, don't all speak up at once.
Me? Could it have just been him dropping that sound that you heard?
Well, who would like to see what I've been up to this week?
Ooh, it's gonna be juicy.
Alright, so, for our players in the voice chat, you are more than welcome to turn your attention to the stream. You can mute the voice chat if you want. You're more than welcome to do that. We're going to find out what I've been up to this week. I've done a couple of videos, and I've decided that I am taking my Get Fucked Hoser brand to the next level. And what I mean by that is I'm tired of shit. I am just absolutely done with bullshit. I am done with... I don't like to talk about it here on stream, but I'm done with anti-vaxxers. I'm done with transphobic assholes. I'm done with... for lack of a better word, fuck waffles. So, I posted this video this morning. Hold on. Is this not gonna... Let me see if I can drag this play bar back. Here we go. Guys, I swear to God, it's too early in the day for this shit. I got a message this morning from somebody. They just moved into a new place, and they're looking for a roommate. So, they posted an advertisement. Here, take a look. So I'm going to pause this here. It's a pretty standard roommate. It's a pretty standard advertisement for a roommate. You know, this is who I am. This is what I've got available. This is what's allowed. This is everything that's included on the property. Pretty standard. Seems pretty standard, right? Apparently somebody didn't think so, because this individual is high risk and is asking for vaccinated people only. Somebody took issue with that, naturally. It's fucking disgusting. So, then they went on a tirade, but it's the item at the end that gets my blood boiling. I'm going to put these screenshots up. You're going to need to pause to read. There's, I think, 5 of them altogether. And then we're going to talk about it. Now, The name that you're looking for with these is Donald Hewitt. So we've got all that, right? Well, this is the one that kind of grinds my gears. Take a look at that comment by Donald Hewitt, the last comment there. So, he attacked the person who got in touch with me this morning and basically went after them for, well, we'll get into that here in a second. So not only does he go on a tirade against my friend for requiring vaccinated people only in their home when it comes to roommates, but he then decides to take a stab at this person because they are a trans male. And they decided to go for a low blow. Now, if you know me, you know my thoughts and my opinions on that, and you know exactly where my mind is at the moment. So, Donald Hewitt, it looks like you have literally all of your personal information just out there on Facebook. Including one of your employers, which is C&A Automotive. And conveniently enough, they also have their email listed straight on their Facebook page. I'm wondering how they are going to feel about your opinions, and about your thoughts, and about your tirades. And specifically about you attacking a trans individual, specifically because they had asked for vaccinated individuals in their home. Have the day you deserve, Donald. That is the second such video that I have posted in recent days because of people being just complete and utter fuckwaffle assholes. I'm done. And I'm going to start highlighting these on other social media platforms. So, that's what Neppy was talking about. That's what I wanted to get into with kind of to show Julestein that, yes, I understand, and I know kind of exactly where you're coming from, and, you know, rough weeks and people being assholes and stuff. I'm done with it. And I'm going to have to set up a kind of a checklist, almost, to make sure that I don't go off on a power trip or something like this, because this does have the ability to affect people's lives. But I'm done with bullshit. So, Link, are you back?
Here.
Excellent. You have sound. We can hear. You have a voice. We can hear you.
Somehow my headset mic got turned off.
Oh shit. Yeah, that'll do it.
I don't know how.
But I'm not sure if this is the right path to go. I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. But it's one less asshole, right? With that being said, let us turn to our party. Who remembers where we were last week? Who remembers what we did? Sorry, not last week, last session, 2 weeks ago. Who remembers what we did? Who has a recap for us? Because Bard's not here this morning.
Oh shit, I need to grab my notes actually.
So, we got a couple sending stones, we effed around a little bit, freed a vampire. You know, the usual.
You did free a vampire. How do you feel about that? Jeez, don't all speak up at once.
I'm dealing with kid stuff, too.
I'm just gonna make up today's note page. So how do you guys feel about having freed the vampire?
I'm still apprehensive. This is gonna go one way or another, and... Oh boy, could this go wrong fast.
Oh, it's almost like you guys don't trust me. What if
I still hope we did the right thing.
you what?
I still hope we did the right thing.
Me too. We trust the DM. It's the NPC we don't trust.
It's almost like you guys don't trust me. When have I ever wronged you?
You almost killed me 2 weeks ago.
So,
I was personally attacked by you.
shit. All right. So, at this point, we are going to pop into our, I guess, roleplay hats. I'm going to turn off our tavern music here, and we are going to get going. 1 second. Awesome. So, you guys have walked out of this tower. The layout around you, like the area around you, you guys will remember, was quite grim and almost dying as a result of this fog that had swept through the lands while you were trying to get somewhere, or trying to figure out what you were doing. As you walk out of the tower, even though the tower is still visible and you can tell it's there, your surroundings are back to their former self. The forest is thick and overgrown. It no longer looks dead, and that stale, dead air no longer hangs around you. You can hear birds chirping. You can hear, for those of you that have better hearing, you can hear the wildlife scrabbling around you and scrambling and looking for food and digging. And the sun, it's up in the sky. It's shining bright for you. The sun having risen. The sun high up in the sky is kind of shining down on you, creating a fairly warm and inviting atmosphere. But the tower still stands behind you, tall and not decrepit, but kind of falling apart, almost as if...
Hey.
Hello, good morning.
Hmm?
What?
Almost.
Hang on, let me refresh thingies here. Aha! Excellent, there we go. It kind of looks, and it's almost like the building gives a sigh of relief, as if its job that it has been doing for so long has finally come to an end, and it can rest easy now, as if it no longer has a burden or secrets to hold. And everything just seems right with the world as you guys move out of this tower and onto the path that laid before it. And the path that you guys came down that was, at one point, for all intents and purposes, dead. And we're going to open the scene to our players. And I am going to go grab some ambiance music.
Oh, I'm glad everything's back to normal. It's no longer
Guys?
scary.
I think we fixed it.
I think so too.
I don't.
Why not?
I feel like we fucked up by letting the vampire guy go.
Yeah, I'm really hoping we made the best choice in there.
You think you fucked up by letting the vampire go, do you?
Guess we find out one way or another eventually.
Yeah.
Well,
Let's...
fortunately for us, and Alardis reaches back and taps the pommel of the sword of Calhoun. I have the bane of his existence.
Yeah.
Is that it from you guys?
We freed a hugely powerful vampire. Maybe this won't go wrong. Maybe this will not come back to literally bite us in the booty.
Crittershy says no take backsies.
What could possibly go wrong, guys?
Okay. So as you guys are talking and whatnot, kind of moving down the path, you have a decision in front of you. You can either go back the way that you came, Or you can set out in search of new territory, in search of new surroundings, new villages, new settlements, new cities, and you can move forward on the quest that's kind of been laid out in front of you. And it's up to you guys to decide where you're choosing to go.
Livilia's gonna take out her notebook from her bag and just be like, well, apparently we're going off to Snowy Peaks
One
to
moment.
find this god killer.
One moment. Local Bard!
Hey,
Thank you. Heyo! Thank you for your Tier 1 subscription yet again for 26 months in a row. It's been over 2 years at this point. What the fuck are you doing? You're wasting your life, dude. I mean,
Yeah,
hi!
I know, but yeah.
Sorry. Back to Lobelia. What do you... Say that again?
She's just gonna take out her notebook that she was furiously scribing down when the vampire was talking about the god killer and things and places that we need to go to, and be like, well, should we forget about everything and go on this other adventure, or should we take a little break and absorb the nature that has somehow just sprung back to life magically?
I don't know about you guys, but I want to get back to our own time. I think we should go try to find the god killer.
Agreed.
Yeah, we have other work to do.
Yeah, I think the longer we stay here, the longer
That's...
we have doing stuff.
One sec, that's the wrong map. This one, I think. Yeah, we'll use this one. Fuck it. So, where are you guys choosing to go? Are you choosing to go back the way that you came? Or are you choosing to push forward and look for new places?
Forward in new places?
Yeah.
Forward for new places.
Apparently we're going to tall peaks to the north.
To Ravens to seek answers.
To Ravensloft, huh?
Yeah.
Somebody was paying attention. As a matter of fact, one of our players here may remember my city of Ravensloft. Bard, I'm looking at you.
No, you're not. I can't see you.
So, you move down through this...
Yes, I remember.
You what?
Yes, I remember.
Ravensloft got an upgrade.
Oh, nice.
You guys move down through this wooded path that leads to this tower, and it's not long before you come out along the main trail. And looking up and down, again, it doesn't look like the path that you guys had come down when looking for the tower originally. But there's a couple of people here and there walking up and down the path every once in a while as you walk down the main trail. You will come across all sorts of people. It almost looks like a fairly busy trail at this point. A few of them just kind of nod to you, and every once in a while you get a, hey, how you doing? Gorgeous day, isn't it? Lovely day for a walk. What brings you out to this neck of the woods? Literally.
Nico is literally going to wave to every single person they walk.
I'm gonna poke a random person gently as we're passing by, just to make sure they're corporeal.
You just, ugh! The fuck was that for?
Sorry, I tripped.
Hey,
Or maybe persuasion.
Throat.
We're gonna start this off with a shit show. We're gonna start this off with a bang this morning. Fuck it.
You're about to get challenged to do a duel.
You're about to get what?
I said you're about to get challenged to a duel.
It's time to do. Oh wait, sorry, wrong universe.
Hey, because we have Bard, it's card games on motorcycles.
Yeah.
This Tabaxi looks at you. I don't know. Didn't look like you tripped. It more looked like you intended to poke me than anything else.
Elia's gonna spring out from the bushes like, sorry, she's been through a lot, and just kind of like push her away.
The Tabaxi looks slightly startled at this gnome that has jumped out from the bushes and is pushing the Fearbolg away. And just... You know what? I don't get... It's too nice of a day for this. And he keeps on walking down the path.
Vincent just nods and says, "Enjoy the peace and quiet." He revs his motorcycle and goes on ahead. That's the sound a motorcycle makes.
Okay, so let me go ahead and open up Vincent's character sheet here.
It's like, wait, didn't your motorcycle get, like, changed or something?
No, that was in the dream.
Hold on.
But we went back in time.
Yeah, you went back in time, but things didn't get changed when you guys went back in time.
Correct.
Okay.
Your
Just
things
making sure.
remained the same for the most part.
So nobody's startled by this strange contraption making a lot of noise.
You know what? That's actually why I'm opening up Vincent's character sheet. Give me 1 second.
If I lose my motorcycle, I'm going to reach through the computer and knock your glasses off your face.
I mean, you're welcome to try.
He
I
knows
know
where
you
you live.
Where
For
is...
a moment, I literally thought you were going to say, I'm going to reach to the computer and fart, but for some reason...
You know what? That might be more effective.
Okay, so I've had Popeye's chicken for the last 2 meals. Are you really sure you want to do that?
I had mac and cheese last night. Bring it, bitch!
Damn, Vincent, you are fucking stacked, yo. I haven't looked at your character sheet in a while. Roll me an automotive check, please.
I'm gonna say annoyance.
We don't have an annoyance check, but if Vincent keeps this shit up, I might add annoyance to his character sheet for a check.
Rolls a 20 every time.
Fuck's sakes.
What did we put that on as again?
It's one of your skills. So if you look at your character sheet and you look under your skills, so under your acrobatics, animal handling, arcana, that list, it's down at the bottom.
All I see is survival.
You don't see an automotive? I see it.
No.
Interesting. I'm going to roll it for you then. Fuck it. Close enough. I know why that rolled twice. Because I've got 2 screens open here. Awesome. Yeah, so your motorcycle, you drive down the path and people start looking at you really, really funny. They kind of look up and down at you, and they just kind of move to the side a little bit. They're not quite sure what to make of you almost.
Smile, wave. Hey, how's it going?
Nobody,
more like, hey, how's it going?
nobody says a word to you over,
Must be the...
even over the roar of your, motorcycle. You know that nobody is actually talking to you.
Probably the skull helmet.
You put on the skull helmet.
Well, I have to put a helmet on when I ride my motorcycle. That's just basic stuff.
Every once in a while, you come across somebody who doesn't actually move out of your way.
Okay.
I need you to roll me a dexterity check, please. You're forgetting. You guys are in a time where this shit doesn't exist.
It's true.
This shit won't exist for at least 1,000 or 2 years. So, just saying.
This is my motorcycle. Would I get advantage on this?
Yeah, you know what? Because it's your motorcycle, we will give you advantage on this.
24.
That's
I took that.
That's a crit success and a crit fail. Jesus.
Yes, it is.
I actually saw something like that on Critical Role on Thursday. It was kind of great. Anyways. You're kind of driving down the path, the trail, the main trail, ahead of the rest of the group. And there's somebody who's not quite paying attention, and it's obvious, like, they hear you coming, they're just not moving.
Hey, dude!
And then they stop. And you're so familiar with your motorcycle that you actually managed to avoid hitting them. You hit the brakes, and you swerve a little bit, kind of skidding, kind of drifting to the side, or sorry, turning to the side. Like those, like how those people drive in and they just kind of park really cool with their car flipping to the side, right?
Right.
Kind of like that, except you do it on one wheel as the back wheel of your motorcycle flips up in the air and then thuds back to the ground a bit.
I'm out to the person say, hey, how's it going?
And he doesn't say a word to you.
Oh, come on, that was cool, right?
He just kind of looks. He looks you up and down. And he's standing there staring at you. His companion, on the other hand, what the hell is that?
Newfangled horse. It's mine.
Newfangled horse? What kind of mechanical contraption? Have you been visiting the gnomes again?
Yes.
Just points at Lobelia.
I'm just gonna come right behind him and just be like, hello.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's gonna have to talk to those gnomes about their goddamn contraptions.
You know what? It's fine. It
I'm
gets
right
me
here.
from place to place. Talk to my gnome.
Talk to my gnome!
Is this the D&D version of Talk to the Hand?
Yes.
One
Talk
second.
to the gnome.
Okay. As you're talking with this individual, there actually happens to be trotting down the path another gnome. This gnome kind of looks Vincent up and down for a moment, looks at the contraption, looks at Lobelia, and then back to the contraption. Oh, hi there! What's that?
That's a
Mine?
steel horse.
Steel horse. Huh. What are you using as power source?
It's a fuel conjecture. I just start drawing out like
Insert
basic
technobabble
shape
here!
I just you know how like a fire needs fuel and you put like sticks and wood and everything in there. Well, this one actually used like almost like a liquid fire. It's really neat.
Liquid
You
fire?
have to drill in the ground for it though.
What kind of liquid fire? I don't know of any liquid fire around these parts.
Yeah, this is from White Rose actually.
I'm not familiar with that place. Well, actually, come to think of it, I think I've heard rumors of White Rose, but I mean, you're telling me they developed this in that small town?
Not yet.
Well, one with mad scientist, you know.
I'm sorry, not yet.
You know what? We should
Prototype.
get going.
So they're not produced for the masses yet.
We should get going. You know what? You have yourself a good day, sir.
So it's a prototype. So what?
No, listen, come back here.
So what you're saying is it's a prototype?
Yeah.
I'd be really interested in seeing the schematics like that. Maybe I should take a trip at some point and see if I can actually pinpoint the location of this, pinpoint the location of the town, and see what they can come up with.
Go for it.
He just kind of, lost in his own thoughts, kind of wanders off as Vincent roars once again on down the road.
I
So,
give him the little drawing schematics of the very failed looked engine.
I love it.
It's really just like a bunch of boxes with arrows.
So, you guys are kind of walking on down this path, and eventually, the day starts to wander. The day starts to move on, and the sun kind of rises in the sky and slowly starts to sink. And you guys are very quickly coming to the end of the day. Yet, there's still people walking up and down this path, almost as if this path is fairly safe. Every once in a while, you pass by a guard. 1 second.
You need energy drink?
I would love one, thank you. Every once in a while, you pass by, kind of an armed guard in full uniform and whatnot, doing his business, trying to make sure that the path is safe for the pedestrians. And then as the day pulls on into night. The pedestrians peter out a little bit, and you guys come across what is very obviously a camping spot on the side of the path for travelers who may need it.
I would love if this new gnome that I came across later develops the bicycle.
Tell you what, I'm going to make a note here. Let me see. I am actually going to make a note to make a character sheet for that NPC for you, because I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, but I could always use extra NPCs, so... anyways, you guys kind of come across this. Very obviously, it's a camping spot. It seems to be a fairly empty and an unoccupied camping spot at the moment. There's kind of a little fire pit in the middle and places for you guys to pitch your tents for you to sleep overnight. And again, every once in a while, there's just guards coming up and down. Probably every couple of hours, you guys see a guard walking up and down this path, or walking up and down this trail to make sure things are safe and secure. And a couple of them kind of wave to you. A few of them don't bother really acknowledging you at all, but it is getting towards that point of the time where you guys should probably set up camp for the night.
Yep.
This was not the gif I was looking for, but it's beautiful.
Fucking love you guys' gifts. Oh, god damn it!
Mm-hmm. Oh, I put that into the wrong random chit-chat.
No.
So, I want you guys to... We're going to work on storytelling. At least that's my focus. I don't know about you guys, but... What are you guys doing? Like, tell me what you guys are doing. Oh, gee, don't all speak up at once.
Alright, so Vincent is gonna put his bike to the side.
Yep.
Like around the base of this tree here, around some bushes. And then he's going to look to like Lobelia or somebody whoever's the ranger, and be like, alright, help me hide this. And just start putting branches, leaves, all that, kind of covering it up.
I'll be like, one second. There's...
Because I have the feeling that now, since Gina has been reminded that I have a motorcycle.
Yeah, this is going to be awkward. You are technically a motorcycle barbarian. We did start off with that premise, so...
Where's my overgrown? Oh, plant growth. There we go.
Plant growth.
Boom, you can't see it anymore.
3rd level, transmutation. Okay, so what are you doing with this?
I am hiding the motorcycle.
You are hiding the motorcycle. Okay.
Kind of surrounding it in it.
So Vincent finds a kind of an almost secluded spot to rest his motorcycle, and Lobelia walks over for a moment and kind of inspects the area. Actually, you know what, Lobelia? I want you to paint this picture for me. What are you doing?
Just gonna say, well, where is it? Just between these two kind of bushy trees?
Yeah, just kind of like around the trunk of this tree here.
Trunk of the tree, okay. I'm gonna look at like the ferns and everything kind of growing underneath the tree. I'm just gonna feel around, and I'm gonna cast a spell, and I'm gonna make basically the underbush be like super thick, and the tree, I'm gonna kind of make it grow just a little bit over top, kind of encasing this motorcycle, so at first glance you just don't even see it.
Yes.
Are you able to dispel that, or will I have to dismantle this tree?
I'm just gonna look at Vincent and look at his bat, and is like, I think you'll be a lot quicker.
So, you cast
Considering how many times you've... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Considering how many times you've destroyed nature, I don't think this will be very difficult for you.
So, you cast this spell, and the plant life around you starts to come alive and starts to grow and, stretch out, and almost like it's taking a nice long stretch after being fairly cramped. And it absolutely covers the motorcycle, and at first glance, like, nobody's going to be able to tell that the motorcycle's there. That's not an issue.
Oh.
So, who's taking watch? Skylar, you guys, what did you miss? You guys are setting up for camp for the night, for the first night on the path. Figure out where you're going, that sort of thing. Who's taking first watch?
Okay. I got it.
I haven't done it in a while.
I heard Link speak up first.
Okay, I can do second then.
Okay, so Link,
That works.
Yuki, and who's taking third?
I'll go for it.
Link, Yuki, and Vincent. Awesome. So, as you guys are have set up and whatnot, and like I said, every once in a while there's a guard that comes down the path, just kind of keeping an eye on things. Link, I want you to roll me 2 perception checks, please. We're gonna do 2 tonight for everybody.
One.
All right. So, what did you
Cool.
roll?
12 and 8.
12 and an 8. Oh, you're more just kind of looking around, trying to figure out where everything, how everything's, I guess, back alive at this point. You're glad to be out of that dead zone. The smells, the sights, the sounds. And, a guard comes by and nods at you, and he just kind of gives a little wave, kind of friendly, and continues on his way down the path. And you don't really notice anything until basically until the end of your watch. So, describe to me what you're doing. You're gonna have to start storytelling, dude.
Oh boy.
Start off small and just build out from there. What are you doing? I'll just sit here and stare awkwardly at the camera.
Like you said, wondering how everything's back to life.
Yep. And as your watch draws to a close, I'm not going to press you too much for this, but as your watch draws to a close, I want you to paint that picture for me. And Labellia says, "Oh, wait, hold on. Never mind. That's not for Link." So as your watch draws to a close, I want you to paint this picture for me. Yuki's up next. So what are you doing as you start to get a little more tired? Yeah, no pressure, right, Critter? This is going to help you with storytelling.
I don't know what to actually say for this.
So, if you personally were in this situation, tell me what you'd do. Point form. What would you do if you were sitting out and trying to protect your party, and make sure you keeping an eye on things in the middle of a forest to make sure nothing sneaks up on you in this sort of setting? What would be the first thing that you would do? If you're trying to, say, rouse another party member. So then I'll step in here. As your watch draws close to an end. We're not using a bucket of water. Nice try though, Critter. As your watch draws closer to an end, you realize that, it's getting pretty late. You should probably start to curl up for a nap. You look over at Yuki and just kind of gently walk over and poke Yuki with your foot a little bit. And then you poke a little harder.
Oh, go away.
And you say?
You decided to take second watch, so you should probably wake up.
But I don't wanna. And I'll groggily get up very slowly.
So, watch changes, and Yuki, we're gonna get you to roll a couple of perception checks as Skylar settles down for the night and get some sleep.
7 and 15.
Again, you're glad to be out of that dead zone. And again, just kind of a guard walks by and waves at you and smiles. And
I will wave back.
poke the fire every once in a while. Keep an eye out around you as the night progresses. You don't really notice anything.
To keep myself from passing out, I will also be reading one of those books I got from the tower.
Roll me an intelligence check. And give me a book title.
If the roll ever wants to go through.
Give it a sec.
Also helps if I don't click wisdom.
Yep.
So 20 for intelligence.
Yep. And your book title?
Tempting Knowledge of the Sylvan Lexicon.
Tempting Knowledge of the Sylvan Lexicon. So this book is all about linguistics, specifically from a Sylvan standpoint, but it's also written in Common so you can understand it. It's got kind of like 2 columns for each page, one in Sylvan, and it's got 1 column in Common. And it basically goes over some of the I guess, the finer points, or more some of the ins and the outs of Sylvan, and just how things work in that language overall. And it kind of paints a picture of the grammar points and what words mean. And it highlights basic sentences almost. And then at the back of the book, there's also what appear to be a few worksheets for you. And looking at these worksheets, they actually appear to be blank. They haven't been used before.
So when everyone's awake, I'm going to pass that book off to somebody else because I already speak Sylvan.
Okay. So you are actually able to read both the Common and the Sylvan in that case.
So this book is completely useless to me.
You don't really...
But it's good to know because I can pass it to somebody else and they can learn.
Yep. So you don't really notice anything else odd throughout the night as your watch moves on and kind of draws out and eventually comes to a close. Make sure the fire is stocked up, and you're kind of rifling through this book every once in a while, and it's kind of cool to know that there are books like this out there in this day and age. Like, I mean, who would have thought, right? But eventually your watch does draw to a close.
Bard was next, right?
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
Vincent, you're third, right?
Yes.
Vincent, you're asleep.
Yes.
Vincent just kind of mutters in his sleep. Anyways. Paint the picture for me!
I'm going to go over to him and gently shake his shoulder. Hey, Vincent, time to get up. Your watch starts. Please don't hit me in the face with the bat.
Yeah. Also, anyways,
You what?
because Yuki said, or Debbie said not to hit, for Vince not to hit her in the face. I'm like, he does so anyways.
Uh-huh.
He's not your sister.
So, Vincent, you're being poked and prodded by your Fearbulg.
Bah.
Well, one of your Fearbulgs.
What?
Watch time.
Uh,
My sentiments exactly.
Vince will shimmy himself awake. Sit up, be like, good, I'm up.
Hey,
Stand
you
up.
want to learn to read Sylvan?
Sure.
I'm just gonna pass him the book.
So you can take that out of your inventory, and Vincent, you can add that book to your inventory. It's literally just a basic language book. It'll kind of teach you how to read Sylvan, essentially. Given enough time with the book, there's the potential for you to actually add that to your languages list as well.
I forgot what it's called, so I'm just typing in how to read Sylvan book.
I'll give you the actual title in random chit chat in Discord.
Can I make an absurd suggestion?
What?
That if she stops reading the book for too long, an angry owl will descend from the forest to nudge her once a day to continue with the book.
Hear that, Vincent? You're she now.
Ha.
You're good.
Is the owl a certain secondary color?
I don't know.
It's either orange or blue.
So, Yuki, you settle down for the night. Vincent, your shift picks up.
Yep. Perception checks.
As you, you roll your perception checks, and we'll get into things here in a moment.
Got an 11 and a 19.
Cool. So as the other two, as happened with the other two, you're kind of keeping an eye out and poking the fire every once in a while to make sure it doesn't die, and to make sure the rest of your group is nice and warm as they're cuddled in close but not too close to the fire. It's kind of late at night, moving towards early morning at this point, and the smell of dew from the forest and the grass around you is just, it's almost serene this morning. And again, that guard, a guard walks by. He just kind of waves and smiles at you and continues on down the path.
We're back.
And just kind of, good evening.
Hey,
Everything okay?
everything's good.
If you get into trouble, yell really loud. We can hear really well at night, apparently, around these parts.
Not a problem. I yell loud as hell.
Are you actually yelling?
Right now? No.
Okay.
I'm telling him I yell loud as
Oh,
hell.
okay. I misheard that. My apologies. And he just kind of he just kind of nods and, oh, have a good one. And he just kind of continues on down the path. Paint the picture for me. What are you doing?
Staying standing so that I don't fall asleep again or anything like that. It's kind of pace around the camp. Nod to people who are walking by. Just kind of baseball bat whenever nobody's really close by, just idly kind of swinging it.
Okay.
Bouncing up and down every once in a while.
Yep.
And either humming or just randomly singing while keeping a watch out. But, I mean, I can see that there's at least a decent enough guard detail around this place, and it feels nice. So, okay.
But yeah, again, you don't really notice anything. It's a fairly quiet night, all things considered. Fairly peaceful, and with the guards walking up and down the path, there's not really much trouble out and about. It's almost like, again, it's like they're keeping this place clear specifically for the travelers who might be venturing or, caught out at night and whatnot. And the morning, the night drags on and moves into early morning, and slowly the sun starts to come up and crests over the horizon and splashes light on the forest all around. And you see in the sky just these brilliant hues of gold and oranges and reds. It's almost like the sky's on fire first thing in the morning. And if you were a painter, like this would be a thing of art almost, if you could replicate it. But just one of the most beautiful sights that you've ever seen. Well said. The sky belches back at you.
Nice.
Ripples through the atmosphere. No. And the sun rises higher in the sky, bringing daylight to all around. And eventually the scene fades. And you all start to awaken for the day.
Well, I'm gonna untree my bike.
Alright. Roll me. How are you untreeing it?
I'm just going up to where it is, and I mean, how deep into these bushes is it?
What?
The spell only lasts for 8 hours. So.
Oh, okay, so it would have kind of unveiled itself, I guess.
So as you walk up to it with the bat and preparing to get rid of these plants and the branches and the leaves and the ferns and all that shit, you swing in your bat.
Sorry, Groot.
You go to take a swing at it. Just before you manage to swing it, the spell fades and goes back to the way that it was, leaving your bike in pristine condition.
Sweet. I'll just start smacking on a rock. Morning!
Don't do that.
Thunk! Thunk! You just hear Vincent yell out, "Morning!"
Yeah, Christ. I'm gonna try to feel around for my water skin just to see it was empty, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up and maybe ask a guard if there's a freshwater stream around here.
At the moment, there does not appear to be any guards. You can roll me a perception check if you want to see if you can find a guard or find a fresh source of water. That's up to you.
Yup. Well,
Nope.
I am very asleep, so
No, you.
please help me.
Yeah, as far as you're concerned, like you're still waking up. Like
Okay.
your brain's not working right.
Gabby's slipping around.
Gabby, however, just kind of sniffs around for a moment and wanders off. Actually, the way that Vincent went to grab his bike, and often a little ways you can hear a slight yipping as Gabby actually finds a. I mean, it's not the biggest spring, but it'll do to fill your canteen and your water skin.
Good girl, Gabs.
So we're going to go down the voice chat list one at a time and figure out what everybody's doing. We're going to start with Nico.
Nico's gonna wake up. He's gonna do his morning meditations, and then have some breakfast.
What are you having for breakfast?
Nuts and berries, and
As usual.
as usual.
Yeah, it's a fairly relaxing morning for you, Nico. You can get into your meditation first thing after waking up, and your tummy starts to rumble a little bit, and you sit down, and after you're done with your meditations, you start picking at your nuts and your berries and just kind of looking around. Anything else?
If he sees anybody, he's just gonna wave at them.
Yeah, I mean, there's not too many people out this time of the morning. It is fairly early morning, and business isn't really... Like, the path isn't really busy, almost, but, I mean, give it till later in the day, right?
All right.
All right, let's go with Elardis.
Alright, so I gotta stretch, yawn, let's set up. Would I be able to spot anything like, occasional rabbit or like a bird flying by or something like that?
Roll me a perception check. You do that, I will be right back.
I had an amusing idea.
What?
Have wizards partner with businesses to use teleportation spells, where it's like DoorDash, but it's Portal Dash because they can transport it to you instantly, but they're slightly higher fee. No.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
All good. I rolled a 16.
Rolled a 16. Well, you are looking around to see what you can see for, small game, rabbits, squirrels, that sort of thing. And you think you see a couple, but if you're trying to hunt them, that is going to require you to roll survival.
Plus 4, 22.
22? Yeah, so you're kind of looking around, and you think you see what looks like actually a fairly plump rabbit off a little ways. You just quietly step over the branches, making sure not to step on them and whatnot. Step away from the rest of the party in the campsite a little bit, and you ever so quietly pull an arrow out of your quiver. You pull out your bow, which is to your side, knock it, pull back, take a moment to aim, and you let loose. And you watch as this arrow sails through the air, not making so much as a whisper, before it thunk lands in this rabbit, right at the neck, and the rabbit falls to the ground.
And Nico audibly gasps when he sees this. The rabbit! Why are you killing innocent little bunnies?
Breakfast.
You can have some of my nuts and berries. You don't have to eat rabbits.
Yeah, there it is. Care to respond?
But the soul makes it so much tastier.
Ilardis.
Sorry, kids are talking. I just look over at Nico and I say, I'm sorry, I'm a ranger, but before I prep it for breakfast for anyone that wants to partake in it, I will do a prayer for the spirit to find peace in the afterlife.
Better.
I always do.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you gather your rabbit. You give thanks to the rabbit for its sacrifice, and you bring it back. I guess I'm assuming you bring it back to the fire. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. And before too long, you've got rabbit meat cooking, fresh rabbit meat. We're going to move on to Labelia, who is currently gathering water.
Yes. I
I'll be right
need
back.
tea in the
Yep.
morning.
You what?
I need tea in the morning.
Yeah. See, got...
Because I do not have coffee beans.
Yeah.
But I have tea leaves.
Yep. So you make your way back. You take your water and you take out your pot. Thank you for the alert, critter. You take out your pot and you put the water in the pot and... Sorry, set the scene up for me. Paint it for me. What are you doing? I gotta let you guys start doing this.
So I'll take out my little metal pot, ask if anybody else wants a cup of tea with the few tea leaves I have,
I'll take a cup of tea.
and just set it in the old fire to boil.
Mhm.
Set some leaves in everybody's cups. Give it a little simmer and pass it around. That's much better. I'm awake now.
And you start passing out these cups of tea to everybody who had asked for one or said they wanted one. You guys just sit there drinking your tea. Moving on down the list to Skylar.
Alright.
What are you doing?
Mm,
Paint the picture for me. Are you having
I'm going to.
I was gonna say, what are you doing first thing in the morning? Like, even if it's just point form, paint it for me. What are you doing?
Since I haven't woken up yet, I'm going to do that.
Huh? You wake up,
Then
and stretch, and take a deep breath of fresh air, and pull yourself out of your sleeping rolls, and kind of look around at the rest of your party.
Like a cup of tea? Would you like breakfast?
You want to sharpen your swords?
Keep going. You're doing good.
I'm gonna stab my greatsword into the ground so I have something to lean against.
Okay, so, and you manage to stick it in the ground so it's standing up, and you just kind of lean on your. You stand up and you lean on your greatsword a little bit. Okay. What's next? Lobelia's come back. She's made her tea. Nico's munching on nuts and berries. Ilardis is cooking rabbit for breakfast. It smells quite good. Smells like fresh cooked meat, and some of the best fresh cooked meat you've probably smelled in a while. What else?
Probably gonna ask what our next move is.
What your next what?
What our next move is. To where we're going next.
Okay. So yeah, you'll ask what your next move is, and we're gonna move on to Yuki. We'll get an answer for you shortly. Yuki, what are you up to?
Complaining about how it's too damn early to be awake.
In
having breakfast.
In true Yuki fashion.
Yep. Doing the god chat, picking spells, my usual morning.
Okay. And Vincent, are you back yet? I don't think Vincent's back yet. Cool. So, Skylar has asked what your guys' next move is.
Well, we're on our way to Raven's Loft. So we can find the God Killer.
Or know where to find the guard killer. All we have is Snowy Peaks, which is like a dozen of them. I don't want to be traversing mountainous range for the rest of my life.
Well, they specifically said go to the Raven's Loft to seek our answers. So maybe somebody there will know where exactly we can look. I don't know who.
In Ilardis' words, we're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
So, basically just go to Raven's Loft and start asking everybody on the street, hey, where's the God Killer?
I mean,
I was gonna see if we could do it a little bit more subtly, since everybody already
so we whisper
questions.
To them, hey, where's the God Killer?
So, Vincent, what are you doing as the rest of the party's getting up and starting their day?
Vincent is getting up, starting his day.
Thanks, that was very descriptive. Fucking smartass.
He's already been up for a good few hours.
Yep.
So he's basically taking the time to have a sit down, chew on whatever food comes his way.
Yep.
Whether it be rabbit or nuts, or both.
Yep. You're chewing on.
I heard somebody was making tea.
Yeah, so you're having some of Lobelia's tea. You're kind of munching on some of Nico's nuts, and you're also chewing on Ilardis' meat.
Sweet, sounds good.
You know, at first I wasn't sure if you realized the phrasing, and then you said the last bit of that, and you totally realized. That
I
was
know
on purpose.
exactly what I said. Thank you.
Oh, phrasing.
Yep. There's a reason this stream's 18 plus, okay?
Penis!
Do you want to put that out there for me? Thank you, honey. I love you.
And I'm probably
Okay.
have some more chicken later. Unless you had other plans for it. I'm probably gonna have some more chicken unless you had other plans for it.
Nope. It's there to eat. Yeah,
Hold on.
So, everything okay, Nico?
Yes, I was just letting my kid know that it's time to eat some lunch, so
Okay.
I might
No worries. We're going to fast forward a little bit, but I'm going to paint this picture for you because I really want you guys to get to kind of where you're going. But the way things have gone as you're traveling down this main path, it's the way things go for the next day or two. And it's a couple of days travel from where you were. But as the days go on, it's actually fairly relaxing for you guys to know that you don't always have to be on your guard walking down this path. I mean, yes, being kind of ready and aware is still a good thing, but to know that if you get into trouble that you're not going to be the only ones, it's kind of reassuring for you. And to know that there's other people walking up and down this road, it's, again, fairly reassuring. And kind of during the last day, as you guys walk down this path, you start to see horse-drawn carriages every once in a while, carrying all sorts of things, from weapons and armor to people, and just every once in a while you see a horse-drawn carriage with the word taxi on the side of it, or kind of transportation or something on the side of it, and a bunch of people sitting in the back. And as you draw closer and closer to the end of your time on the path, off in the distance, and drawing ever so closer, you see what appears to be a fairly large city off in the distance.
All right.
And at first you're not sure. You're not sure if you're like on the right path or not, but I mean, at least it's a city, right?
So-
This is Ravensloft.
Pardon?
Vincent,
What was that, Lobelia?
I said, I presume this is Ravensloft.
Vincent?
Vincent was gonna kind of try and get the attention of a passerby and says, "What city are you coming up on?
What do you
We've been traveling for a bit.
what are you doing to get the attention of this passerby?
Just sort of giving them a quick wave and nodding to them,
The tall pale elf
being like,
looks at you, kind of raises an eyebrow in that, I mean, as elves do, almost as if they're kind of questioning things about you. Can I help you?
"Yeah, we've been traveling for a while. Just road dazed. I was just wondering, what city are we coming up on here?"
New to this area, are you?
"Yeah,
I see. Well, the city up ahead is the capital of the area. It is actually Ravensloft.
perfect. Thank you very much."
Famed trading hub of the area. He just kind of nods and continues on his way. And as you draw closer, a breeze plays out over the landscape, and you can distinctly smell. Hello, Northern. You're right behind me. Really?
It seemed less intrusive.
God damn it. A breeze plays over the lands in front of you, and you can distinctly smell the scent of salt in the air. As this fresh breeze blows. You draw closer to the city, and closer, and the city rises before you in the landscape, almost as if reaching for the heavens. And if you give me 1 sec, I'm once again going to go grab some city sounds. And we're going to switch maps. Let me just make sure I've got the proper playlist here. There we go. That's better. That's what I want. Let me pull up my map, because I've got 40 million fucking tabs open here.
Do that.
Pardon?
Don't do that.
Listen here, you. Don't you tell me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna show you guys a picture here of the city. Just imagine that it's daytime. I fell in love with the art. There's your picture of the city, and as you approach, there's a giant wall surrounding the city itself, made of stone, and the wall reaches up probably about 30 to 35 feet high, and it seems to enclose the entire city, with the exception of maybe a few buildings on the outside.
Alright, let's hope this city doesn't have a mind-controlling bubble.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Because that's gonna suck.
Forgot about that. As you guys are approaching the city, I want you all to roll me a perception check, please.
7.
7?
5.
5?
19.
19?
4.
4? Awesome.
Hold on.
Yep.
11.
11.
21.
21. Ilardis, Vincent, and Nico. As you approach the city and the walls of walking down this path, you come to a gated area, a rather large gate. It goes up to the top of the walls. There's a few people standing in front of it. You three hear speaking up what appears to be a fairly familiar voice. Somebody that you haven't heard in a while. The unmistakable voice of your compatriot Link.
Ooh. Wait, is it a good sound, or is he shouty?
He just seems to be talking. Seems to be drawing a bit of a crowd.
Hey guys, Link's up ahead. Let's go see him.
Who remembers
You're
where
like,
you last...
wait,
Sorry, go ahead. Lobelia?
hasn't Link been with us the whole time? What?
No, Skylar has been with us the
Oh,
whole time.
jeez. I'm sorry. I'm confused.
He seems to be, Let me actually go take a look at Link's character sheet here for a second.
Yeah, but I better get out that too.
You what?
I'm opening up that character sheet.
Yep. Let me see here. I think it was this one. He just seems to be kind of telling stories and chatting with people. And who remembers where the last place is that you saw him at?
Vincent was actually going to say, no, wait a balls. Wasn't the last time we saw him before we traveled through time?
I think so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it
So
was
it's-
at the Butterfly Cafe.
I think Wasn't it the last time we saw him was in the cafe? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so either
then,
he
yeah,
is
he wandered
super
off.
old or time traveled himself.
Well, I mean, he did say that he was fucking off, so... I mean, for all we know, he decided to fuck off Europe. This is where he fucked to.
He fucked off to the past?
Yep.
Why would he want to come to the past?
Well, why
I mean,
would
it's
we?
nice here. The air's clean. There's no loud vehicles. Well, there's one loud vehicle. I wonder if he'll notice. I rev the engine.
I'm gonna go give him a hug, and Nico runs off.
Are you actually revving your engine?
Nah.
Okay.
Nico, if there's like a crowd, Nico will be like, excuse me," and then when he gets up to Link, he'll literally turn him into a hug.
Link,
Hi,
Link, you suddenly, as you're talking to this crowd out front of these city gates where you found yourself, after just kind of wandering around for who knows how long. You don't know how long you've been wandering around for. You suddenly have this really familiar Firbolg attached to you in a giant hug.
Hi, Link, I've missed you. Where have you been? What have you been up to? Why are you in the past?
Hello to you too, Nico. It certainly has been a while.
Too long.
Too long indeed.
What are you doing here?
When I had exited the cafe, this is where I wound up somehow. Not entirely sure.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad that we were able to run into each other again.
Yeah.
Well, as you two are talking, the crowd starts to slowly disperse, leaving the two of you there, and the rest of the party just kind of staring at you. The guards the guards in front of the gate, again, also just kind of staring at you guys. Again, raised eyebrows, just kind of making sure everything's okay, keeping an eye on you. Not quite sure how to react.
So, what was all this about?
Like I was explaining to Nico, when I had exited the cafe, this is where I wound up. I'm not entirely sure how, though.
No, I mean, with the crowd and all that.
Yeah, what's up with the crowd?
So I'm just going to put this out there. You can make up whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something. I didn't think this far ahead.
You asked me several sessions ago to write Link back in.
I didn't think this far ahead, though. Because I was focusing on the character I have now.
Improv.
Yep, you improv it. You can do it. We have faith in you.
You got this. Just the first thing that comes to mind.
Were you telling valiant stories of our past
Adventure?
shenanigans?
Yeah. Were you telling stories of past adventures? Were you regaling them with tales of bravery? Were you just kind of talking about things that you hoped that would actually be a thing for the future?
I mean, yeah, a little bit of all of that.
Become quite an adept storyteller, it seems like. Anything else you want to highlight?
Out of character question, real quick. Was Link around when the party was Did Link leave after the decision or before the decision to go back in time?
Technically, I think they left Link in the time-trapped town. Link found his way to the Black Butterfly Cafe, and then found himself here.
Ah.
Not much. Neppy, you're back? Not much. We're just talking at the moment.
Are you gonna join us again, Lane?
I mean, sure, I might as well. Do you guys care to update me on what happened?
Oh boy, it's been a lot. We came back to the past to find the God Killer because, you know, the zombie thing is really, really scary. And it's the... hold on.
Sorry,
I can't remember the name.
say that again. You were breaking up there a bit.
Okay. We went to go search for the God Killer, and the town that we went to was like covered in zombies. So we decided to come to the past to try to find the God Killer. And now we're gonna had to like go from this really creepy place and it's just been a lot.
I bet it has.
Don't forget, we freed an all-powerful vampire, too.
Yes, and we freed a vampire. He's the one. The vampire is actually the one that told us to like find the God Killer, come to Raven's and no idea to ask.
I see.
Yeah, so do you know where we could find some information in this city? Is there like a library or an all-knowing alchemist, wizard guy, dude? Person, lady thing?
That is actually a good question. Link, you are going to roll me. Give me 1 second.
Make sure I'm on the right character sheet.
What am I going to roll for that? You've been here for a bit. Not quite as long as the rest of the party's kind of been wandering, but you're going to roll me... Fuck it, roll me an intelligence check. Or a wisdom check. Your choice.
Would Alardus know Link personally, or...
If I recall, both Link and Alardus, or was it Skylar and Alardus in the time trap city? Or in that bubble city?
Yeah, it was, Skylar and Alardus, but that was, like, more that magic-y charmed thing. I honestly don't know.
Roll me a history check.
Okay, because I do not... On Link's character sheet, there is no intelligence.
Yeah, so you would have a modifier of 0, right?
Oh, I found the intelligence thing. I was looking on the skill list.
Yeah, no, you're looking up top. Ilardus,
Yeah.
roll me a history check.
That is a 13.
You've heard of him from the party. You may have crossed paths with him once or twice, but you've had other things to worry about. So unfortunately, he's not overly familiar, you do have kind of a passing awareness of him.
Okay, so it's not one of those, "Hi, who are you?"
Nope. You're not like buddy with him. You have more of just a passing awareness. Link, please roll me an intelligence or a wisdom check.
I'm gonna go with wisdom.
Okay.
Roll of wisdom for that. I was not expecting that.
So what did you roll?
I got a 19.
You sure did. Give me 1 second here. Let me look at my map.
I mean, yeah, because
Well,
The wisdom on that one is +4.
so you've been here long enough to kind of get a lay of the city and figure out ish where things are. You don't have an idea of specifics, but you do know that the city is sectioned off into 7 different districts. The first is the market district. The second is the docks. The third is residential. District 4 is the Scholars District. District 5 is the North Ward. District 6 is the South Gate. And District 7 is the East Garrison. You know from your experience here that if people are looking for information, they're either going to possibly go to the Market District, because, I mean, shopkeepers hear all sorts of things. They're going to go to the Scholars District, or they might be able to head down to the docks and talk to, if there's any sailors fresh in, they might be able to talk to some of the people there.
Okay, Market, Docks, Residential, Southgate, East Garrison, Scholars. What's the one I'm missing?
Sorry, say that again?
I have Market, Docks, Residential, Southgate, East Garrison, and Scholars. What's the one I missed?
North Ward.
Thank you.
Yep. So yeah, you could go to the market. You know, the party could probably go to the Market District, or they could go to the Scholars Ward, or they could go down to the docks.
We can split up in teams of 2 or 3s and go to other places. Flibella's gonna shuffle in her bag. I need more tea. I should probably go to the market.
I would also like to go to the market, do some shopping while we're looking for information.
What time of day is it?
Time of day is it? You guys got up and... Oh, wait, that was the day before. We'll say you guys are approaching kind of the city kind of about mid-morning-ish.
Alright. Because at some point we also gotta find ourselves someplace to stay.
Yep.
And we should probably...
Meet up at like a tavern or something? Or an inn? You should probably like find an inn or something and all meet there.
Yeah, I think we should find that first and then have that as a place where we can gather throughout the day. That way we at least have one spot. We'll all know where we are.
Okay. So are you guys going to find yourself a place to shack up then?
Yeah.
Link, you are able to direct the party to kind of the market district. And I mean, this isn't a small city, so it takes you a bit of time to get over there. This is kind of the capital area. But as you approach the market district, you manage to find a tavern called the Golden Spider. As you look up and at it, and just the sign hanging, the wooden sign kind of hanging in front of it as it waves back and forth in the slight breeze. There's a porch or veranda around the front of it with steps leading up in the front door, and it's, I want to say, 2 stories tall-ish. And you guys approach this tavern, this wooden tavern, and yeah. Sorry, I ran out of things to say. We're gonna pass the mic back to you guys.
Looks promising.
Good. Let's go in and get some rooms set up.
Okay.
Gonna clamber the steps as a small person does.
Yep. You try and work your way up these steps. And
Head on in.
yeah, and you open the door, and the moment you open the door, you are hit with the sound of many voices inside. The tavern appears to be decently occupied with patrons and whatnot, and just gentle music floating out through the door. Fairly cozy on the inside, and a couple of servers walking around, or rushing around, trying to make sure everybody's looked after. And over on one side of the building, you guys see what appears to be the bar. Or the counter.
There we are.
The counter.
And just be like, no, it's too early in the day for day drinking.
He looks at
Day
Vincent.
drinking, there's no such thing as too early.
As you guys walk in, you are just immediately filled with the sights and sounds and smells of an actual city tavern. Like, it's old school for you guys, but it's an actual cozy city tavern.
Sweet.
Are we gonna share rooms, or are we gonna each get our own room? I guess that's what.
We should share it. Should save some money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't take that much space. Wait, do they accommodate pets?
I don't know, do they?
Let's go ask.
Go up to the counter.
Yep.
Hey,
This little short female dwarf looks up at you, and she's wearing a bright brown dress, and she's wearing a fairly opulent hat, like a fairly fancy hat, looking fairly portly but not overly obese, and slicked back red hair, and green eyes that have a joyful gleam in them. What can I do for you?
We'd like some room, please. Also, do you accommodate pets? I'm gonna hold up Gabby.
Pets? So long as they know how to behave themselves, I don't see a problem with that. But you're looking for a room. I'm not sure. How many rooms are you looking for?
I'm gonna turn
one
around to the party.
big one, if possible.
Unfortunately, I don't have just one big room that will accommodate everybody here.
How
Alright.
many are we, like... Is there 7 or 8 of us?
That's up to you guys. Like, you guys need to take stock of this.
How many are we here?
1, 2,
There's
3, 1, 2, 3, 4,
7?
5, 6, 7. I see 8 names.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me see here. You guys
Seven.
have...
Plus
1, 2,
Link.
3. You guys have Nico, you have Ilardis, you have Labelia, you have Link and Skylar for right now. You have Yuki, and you have Vincent. That is 6, it looks like.
6.
That's 7.
Oh, 7.
7.
All right, because Link and Skylar are two people, so you've got 7 people for right now.
Plus Gabby makes 8.
Yes, but Gabby also stays with Labelia. And
Yeah.
Gabby is small.
So I'd say 2 rooms.
Two or 3 rooms. Yeah.
You have rooms for 4 people.
4 people? 4 people rooms? Let me see here. She just kind of looks down something behind the counter for a moment. A frown crosses her face. I might be able to do 2 or 3 people per room, but I can't do 4, unfortunately.
That's fine.
I do.
Okay. And, how long are you looking at staying for?
We're not entirely sure.
Unknown time.
What do you guys... Just one moment.
Yeah.
So, guys, what do you think? Like, set for a week and then go from there?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good enough time, yeah. If they can accommodate a week.
Is a week's...
Paying a night.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we'd basically be paying for rooms for 3 each, so, yeah.
Give me 1 second.
Whatever you guys think makes more sense, really.
I think a week to get information would be good. Or, until they chase us out of the city for something.
Yeah.
I mean,
makes sense.
not as much of a risk as you guys as it is with the Chaos Crew, but still a possibility, yeah?
There's a story there.
There is a story.
Oh,
there.
is there a story there?
So Vincent will look back up to the innkeeper, but just a week, if that's possible.
A week. And you're looking for how many rooms again?
Just easy enough to split into 3 rooms each, or 3 rooms for all of us?
3 rooms.
I think
should work.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so 2 3-person rooms and 1 2-person room.
2 3-person rooms and 1 2-person room. Let me see here. And she just kind of counts on her fingers for a moment. That's gonna be... Oh, let me see now. Fuck, I need a calculator for this. Give me 1 second.
No rush. If it's okay, I'm gonna go refill my tea and use the bathroom.
Yeah, we're actually... You guys, you know what? You guys take a 10-minute break. I'm gonna figure this shit out, and we'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm actually going to
good.
switch to my BRB screen here. So for those of you that are watching on the Twitch stream, I'm sorry. I completely forgot about breaks. Smoke them if you got them. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We'll see you back here at 10 to the hour. And thank you very much for showing up. See you soon. Let me just flip back to our Pathfinder scene here. Or D&D scene. Whatever fucking game we're playing this morning. Hello, Cricket. Welcome on in. We're going to do a quick roll call here before we get back into it. Geeky.
I'm here. I'm just eating.
No worries. We have Rizo.
Present and accounted for.
Jewel Stein. Not back yet. Awesome. Link.
Yep.
Awesome. Neppy.
Just got my headphones in.
Vincent. So we are waiting for Labelia and Vincent. Awesome.
AFK, be right back real quick.
Yeah, no worries. I'm going to go ahead and just quickly turn on my actual tavern music here that we were using. There we go. And finish my calculations. So... let me see.
Hello.
Hello.
I am back.
Welcome back. Wait a minute. Alright, is Labelia back? Not yet. Labelia, art thou back yet? Do 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 do. Yep. Vaping. Man, I leave my TikTok account for like 2 hours, and everything blows up to shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, I have a chance. I'm running off to see the shit show.
Comments upon comments upon comments.
Good, bad, or both?
I went after somebody this morning for being a dick waffle.
43 already?
Pardon?
43 comments already.
Yep. Yeah, and it's only been seen like 173 times. So, anyways,
I'm back.
welcome back. Labelia, you back?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
I forgot that I had laundry in, and I'm like, I should throw that in the dryer.
Yeah, no worries.
Maybe.
So, your tavern keeper, innkeeper, whatever the hell you want to call her.
Hostess.
I guess that works. As you're working over prices and whatnot, looks at you and says, so you want 2 rooms for 3 people and 1 room for 2 people for 1 week. We're gonna be looking... I'll tell you what. Normally, I charge that much. But you are... I'm assuming you're all paying up front, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
In that case, I'd be willing to cut you a bit of a deal, a bit of a discount for length of stay. Let me see. That'd be, let's say, 9 gold, 6 silver per day for those types of room. So we're looking 67 gold and 2 silver, but because you're staying for a week, I'm going to cut you a discount. We'll say somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 gold for the week.
This seems expensive, but I guess okay.
Who's got the... Who's the accountant again?
I am, and I'm already working on it.
Okay.
Do you guys have enough in your party funds to cover it?
Yeah. Yeah, we got over 6,000 gold, guys.
Yep.
So 60 gold, and we'll you'll get the room for a week. Meals are unfortunately not included. We don't have a deal for meals at the moment, but I guess we'll deal with that when it comes up.
That's fine.
All
We got a market. We can go shopping.
right.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess you guys are paying up?
Yup.
Yep.
Yeah, already subtracted it.
You slide the gold over the counter to the little dwarf. She takes the gold, reaches behind the counter and rummages around for a moment, and then a moment later puts 3 keys sitting on. She puts 3 keys on the counter and slides them back across. That'll be up the stairs. And go down you can turn right and go down the hall and be on the end, and it'll be the 3 rooms. It'll be the 2 rooms on your left and the 1 room on your right.
Thank you, thank you.
And she nods. And if you need anything else, come and see me.
Same.
Do the rooms have locking doors, by the way?
The rooms have
Well, that's
locking
what they
doors.
do.
I mean, we're in the we're in the middle of a city. If they don't have locking doors, I'm not doing my job right.
Gotcha.
That's the whole reason why
Silly
she gave us keys.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
I'm gonna ask the dwarf her name.
My name? Well, I'm pleased that you asked. Eldith Lauder. Lodair? Just Eldith. I don't know how to pronounce that last name. I don't know how to, personally, I don't know how to pronounce that last name. Sorry, say that again, Labelia?
I just said Eldest Lauder. I was just
Eldith.
noting that down. Oh, Eldith.
Yeah, E-L-D.
Yeah.
E-L-D-E-T-H. And last name is L-O-D-E-R-R.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, not a problem. I hope you find your stay to your liking.
Can you spell that last name one more time, please?
Yep. L-O-D-E-R-R.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
So who wants to sleep with who?
I'll have one.
Crazy.
I'll have the two. I'll have the two-person room. Excuse me.
I'll share a room with you, Vincent, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
So Vincent and Nico together.
We can have one puppy room if Lars wants to be with me.
It's 3 beds in the other rooms, right?
Yeah, so there's one
Yeah.
2-person bedroom and 2 3-people bedroom.
So how about me and Lobelia, since girls and all, and since you suggested the puppy room, then have Alardis sleep in there. Alardis can be subjected to the girly things.
The girly things, as in just what have we ever done that was been girly in this entire endeavor? Lobelia is just like, oh, a bug, and like goes down and picks it up. I don't know if that's
The
really
whole point is to cause worry and confusion, not actually do something. You just mildly threaten.
Oh, underwear-clad pillow fights, things like that.
Throw a pillow at somebody, tell them to shut the F up and go to sleep.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
I have legit done that to people.
God damn it. Just god damn it. So, I'm assuming you guys get your rooms sorted out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, dump a bunch of stuff that we don't need.
Mm-hmm.
So, this will be your base of operations while you're in Raven's Loft. Now what?
Well, I'm gonna go to the market. Who's gonna come along with me?
I wish to do a shop.
You wish to do a shop. Awesome.
It's a market. I'm not passing up shopping.
Okay, so we've got Yuki and Lobelia heading to the market.
Oh, I'm going with them too.
Yuki, Lobelia, and Nico going to the market. Let me make notes here. Give me a second. Okay. Where's everybody else off to? That leaves Elardis, that leaves Link and Skylar, and that leaves Vincent. Don't all speak up at once.
Market.
Vincent's going to the market?
Yeah.
One moment.
I may as well head off with Vincent too.
Okay, so,
Is everybody going to the market?
okay, so that leaves Link and Skylar.
I mean, somebody should probably go to someplace else just so we can cover things in a shorter amount of time.
Well,
Yeah,
you guys
about a
have also paid up. I was gonna say you guys have also paid up for a week, so
Yeah.
you have a week right now to do what you want.
Shopping day 1, investigation day 2, and onward?
Yeah, we can work with that.
Link, Skylar, where do you want to go?
Since Link knows the city best, he could possibly go to the Scholar area and then Skylar down to the docks to find information from there.
So, since you have actually been in this city for a bit, I am going to give you something here. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look in your journal.
Huh? Which one?
Your journals. Under handouts.
Mm-hmm.
You should now have a map titled Raven's Loft. You want to head down to the Scholars and then to the docks?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Have one character go one way and then the other character go the other.
Okay, so we are going to head over to the market first, and then we will come back to the Scholars District. If we don't get to it this session, we will get to it next session, but just bear with us. We'll see what we can get through. So,
All right.
Yuki, Labelia, Nico, Vincent, and Elardis, you guys all head off to the market, the market district of the city. Let me grab my map here. And that is... I mean, you're heading down towards the dock. Not quite there, but the docks and the marketplace are... I mean, quite close, considering that's where a lot of the trade comes in through, right? Yes, they use the roads, but a lot of their more exotic stuff comes by water, for the most part. And as you walk in through the market district, there's a bunch of different shops that kind of line the streets. A couple of back alleys, a few back alleys, and there's all sorts of people wandering, vendors just kind of sitting around at their stalls and yelling all sorts of different things. Get your, what was it? Get your fresh fish! Got jewelry! Just various, all sorts of things as you're wandering through, and you kind of just soak in the ambiance. So, opening up the floor to you guys. Who are we starting? Who wants to go first?
I want to look around for like little trinkets I can take to the future with us when we finally get there. And I want to like pick out like little presents for my dad's and my brother.
Okay, so what are you looking for in particular?
Just anything cute that's I want to say like snow globes maybe, or like little dolls. I'm not entirely sure.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Neppy, did you say no one ever accused Vincent of great intelligence?
15.
Yeah, when it was the keys and asking about locks and all
Oh,
that.
gotcha. Yeah, I missed that. Sorry.
Yeah.
15.
15? Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're kind of wandering around looking at the stalls and the people that are kind of tending them and the stuff that's on the stalls. And you don't see any snow globes, but you do see a booth that happens to be selling these little handmade plush toys. I mean, they're not the greatest quality, but they are handcrafted, which, for the time and considering where you are, they're not bad.
Yeah, I'll grab 3 of the little dolls for my dad's and my brother.
So you walk up and you kind of look through the dolls for a moment, and the vendor looks at you and says, Interested
And that's
in,
it. Just
Interested in my toys, are you?
I am. My papa and my dad and my brother like them a lot.
I see. Well, these are handcrafted, the best I can do for right now, and I want to say, let's say 5 silver apiece.
Okay.
Now you hand your money over to him, and he packages up these little dolls for you and hands them back, and 15 silver altogether. And yeah, anything else?
I'm gonna restock up on vegetarian food.
Okay.
While I'm here, and I want to find a bookstore.
Nuts and berries you want to stock up on, huh?
Well, and any other kind of vegetarian food I can get my hands on.
Yeah, let me see what I can find here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have like just a specific listing for those.
Right.
For you, you know what? We'll call that, I guess, rations or something. Considering that's what you eat. Let me check out the price for rations. You find a a booth selling kind of trail supplies and dried berries and nuts and jerky meat and all of that. And as you walk up, and you talk to the booth owner. He tells you that you are going to be looking roughly about 5 silver per helping for rations per day.
Okay.
And they'll weigh about 2 pounds per day.
Okay.
That's enough for like 3. That's enough for like 3 solid meals per day.
Right.
How many days were you looking for there?
I'm gonna go 2 weeks.
2 weeks, so 14 days altogether, huh?
Yeah.
Let me see here. You're looking at 70 silver, so 7 gold altogether.
Okay.
Right.
Done.
You hand that over, and he packages up the food for you, and you're off to look for a bookstore, huh?
Yes.
Awesome. What are you looking for specifically in the bookstore?
History. History books, romance books. Nothing mean. Because after that last book, Nico's gonna be very, picky about not getting any more mean books.
Of course you are. Fucking spoil my fun. Let me see here. Here we go. How many books do you want to look through? Actually, you know what? Roll me an investigation check.
Yeah. Sure. Hold on. 6.
6. Okay. As you are looking around, you said you were looking for romance, yeah?
Romance and history.
You happen to find exactly 1 in a couple of hours. You enter this quaint little bookshop. It's called the Book Nook. And this elf just kind of looks up at you as you enter through the door and smiles and nods. And if you need a hand with anything, just let me know there. And I'll be happy to help you pick something out. And you go about your business looking for this book, and you happen to find a book called The Halfling's Hand. And it is full of sleazy love stories, borderline pornographic.
And any history books?
Any history books? You said you rolled a 6?
Yeah.
Nope, not that you can see.
Okay. Cool. And then I'll just join Lobelia and Yuki. And the rest of the group.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Alright, moving down our list, we are moving to Ilardis.
Aloha.
You went to the market as well. What are you doing in the market, dude?
Mostly just, kind of playing, bodyguard and seeing if I can find any, kind of stock up on any, food stuff so we don't have to go hunting, hoarding, whatnot.
On foodstuffs?
Yep.
Yeah, so as Nico's kind of looking around and whatnot, you tailing along with Nico, and you actually happen to be there when Nico stops at the, I guess, the guy selling the trail rations and whatnot. And he's got all sorts of little things. He's got nuts and berries, and he's got kind of beef and mutton jerky and all sorts of different various meats on the table, as well as cheeses and breads and stuff you'd normally take on the trail with you. He just kind of looks at you as you walk up. And for yourself?
I'll take a little bit of everything, I guess. So.
And how many days are you looking for?
Say maybe 4 or 5 days worth.
How many?
About 4 or 5 days worth. I look over at Nico, kind of questioning, like, could this be a thing this long or a little longer?
Probably longer.
I guess make it about a week's worth.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a week's worth, give me 1 second.
I mean, I got 2 weeks just to be safe, but you don't have to do that.
If you're looking for, he just kind of looks down for a moment. If you're looking for a little bit of everything I've got here, I can definitely do a mix and match for you. That's not a problem. Yeah, make sure you got a good spread. You're looking for a week's worth, trail rations per day. We're probably looking 3 gold, 5 silver.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, you pass over the cash. He bundles up your food for you and passes it back. Passes it over the booth for you.
I grab it, stick it back in, or stick it into the backpack, and do it up, and I kind of lean in a little bit and go, you heard anything going on around the snowy peaks at all?
Sorry, anything going on around the
Snowy peaks at all?
Snowy Peaks? You're a long ways off from the Snowy Peaks, aren't you? You're on the wrong fucking continent, my friend.
Huh, I see. Okay, is there an easy way to get there, or just a way to get there from here, or, what are we looking at here?
Roll me a persuasion check.
It's my favorite roll. Not really.
I know, that's why I made you roll it.
That's a 6.
Pardon?
That's a 6.
The guy just kind of the guy looks you up and down for a moment. So, personally, I don't know. I mean, somebody down at the docks might know, but that's the best I've got for you at the moment. I don't really leave the city here. I mean, I've got everything I need. It's where I live, it's where my business is, and I've got good trade, good food, good friends. It's the best I've got for you.
No, that's perfectly fine. Any information was definitely helpful. And thanks a bunch for the food. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. Enjoy your trail rations. Anything else for you, Rizo?
Nope, I'm just gonna keep around with everybody else. I'm gonna grab a piece of mutton jerky out of the pack and give some of it to Kiba.
Cool. Lobelia,
Yes.
you're up. You wanted to go to the market. What are you doing in the market, sweetheart?
I am following my nose for some fresh bread and anything of the like because I have been deprived of pastries for a long time. And I'm hoping to find a baker's.
One second. You're walking through the market and you're trying to see what you can find for bakery and whatnot, and it's actually kind of out in the open down the main street there. And they got a couple of tables out front. People are just sitting there enjoying a decent cup of coffee and some homemade pastries at these rough wooden tables. And the shop name happens to be the Sprinkles of Joy.
I love that.
I will immediately wander over with my puppo.
Give me 1 second. Yeah, so, I mean, it's a quaint little shop. And are you actually heading in?
Yes.
It's a quaint little shop inside. They got counters and they got a couple of different display racks, and they're showing stuff on they've got like fresh loaves of bread on shelves, and their display counters have everything from cookies to what appear to be danishes to other different sort of fresh home baked confections. And a few of them actually appear to be loaded down with, like, icing, and they look absolutely delectable.
I'm gonna take a few, well, I need one treat at least, so something high calorific, if that makes any sense, and a couple of other things for the road, like a nice big loaf of bread that I could just shuffle off and divide with everybody, and maybe like an artisanal whatever they have that is like multigrain and hearty.
Okay, give me 1 second. As you walk into the shop and you kind of look around and you're looking at the wares, there appears to be a wolfish character behind the counter. He just kind of stares at you as you walk in. Good morning. Good afternoon. Well, I guess whatever time of day it is. Sorry, I've been up since, you know, the crack of holy shit. It's early.
No, I believe you. Everything here smells amazing.
Most of it was baked fresh today.
Oh, I am dying for something sweet and fresh, and that little pastry right there, and I'm gonna point at a little thing that's like frosted, looks like a cinnamon bun. Smells delightful and is screaming my name.
Yeah, I can do that for you, but tell me, what are your favorite flavors? What do you like to eat?
I am absolutely in love with any kind of herbalistic, just like teas, especially a nice black tea infused bakery. That sounds just amazing.
So I can't do the tea for you, but if you're looking for something to go along with like herbal teas, do you like more of an herbally or do you like more of a fruity tea for herbal
I like
teas?
herbals. I just like herbals.
Herbals?
Nice green. Yes.
Okay. So let's go for I had a loaf of bread that might go nice with some tea. I'm assuming you're... I haven't seen you around here before. Most of my customers are regulars, but I'm assuming you're a traveler, yeah?
That's precise.
I had a loaf of bread here that might go nice with an herbal tea if you want. I got that pastry for you. Anything else?
Something probably shareable for my compatriots. Do you have, some of the snack loaves, the shareable loaves? I can't see very high.
No, I get that. Don't worry about that. I got you covered with that. How big are you looking?
We've got a party of 7.
Party of 7?
Yeah.
I might have something that'd be worth sharing at least once, if you're interested in it.
Definitely.
Right. So the cinnamon bun thing that you're looking at, we're probably looking 10 copper for that. How many loaves of bread for yourself for personal use?
2, please.
2? We're looking 2 copper for that. Sorry, 2 copper per loaf, so 4 copper altogether. And as for your shareable loaf, that's going to be a bit more extravagant, but I guarantee you that it is well worth it. And say 5 silver for the loaf there.
All right. All together.
That's 5. See, 5 silver. See, 10 copper. It's 6 silver and 4 copper altogether. I'm good with that?
Move. And I hand him over the coins.
Yeah, he'll pack up the loaves for you, and he'll actually make sure he's taking extra care with the cinnamon bun for you, packaging it in its own container and passing it off to you. I hope you enjoy. If you're looking for teas, there might be another place around here that you can get something, but I can't quite guarantee it. We've got everything here, but again, I can't speak, 100%.
Oh, all good. I am going to be absolutely in love with these confections. Thank you so much.
You are more than welcome. It has been my pleasure. If you need anything else before you leave the city, you can come back and see me, and we'll talk.
Will do. Have a great day.
You
I'm
too.
just gonna wander off with this pile of pastries in front of my face.
Anything else for the short? Anything else for short stack?
I'm gonna see if there's anywhere else that I could find some dried teas.
Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation. No, that's intimidation. I need investigation. I do not want to intimidate the tea. Oh, 6. All I see is the bread.
I mean, at first all you see is the bread. And as you're kind of looking around at the shops in front of you, you're not sure where to go, almost.
You're like, help, Gabby, I'm lost.
Gabby just kind of sniffs around a little bit. You do eventually find just a small out-of-the-way shop over in kind of tucked away in a corner. Fairly unassuming. Just nondescript. There's not really any sign out front. But in the single window that they've got, there appears to be different varieties of teas.
Bingo!
And they've got all sorts of different varieties, all sorts of different flavors. If you hadn't actually been looking for it, you probably would have missed it altogether.
Well, I'm gonna wander in with my stack of pastries and see what I find.
Just that mental image is funny.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. 1 second. Because I am making shops as we go here, because this is shit I had not accounted for.
You brought us to a city and you didn't expect us to go shopping?
No, I made shops. I just didn't make these kind of shops.
You expected us to go magic shopping, weapon shopping. You didn't expect us to go shopping.
Yes. Okay.
Always make at least a bookstore.
As you walk in to the shop, you open the door and kind of a little bell rings up above your head. There's a counter. As you walk in, the first thing you see, and there's what appears to be a female tabaxi sitting behind it. She looks up.
All she sees is a high stack of random bread.
Yep. She looks up as the door rings, and she just sees this stack of bread walking towards her. She's kind of, hello.
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 Hello. Hi. Sorry. I'm just gonna put these down for a little bit. Gabby starts going, no, that's not for you.
If you want to put those down, I've got space on the counter over here, so I can at least see your face while I'm talking to you.
That sounds like a good plan.
She nods and kind of clears off space on the counter for you.
I'll be right back. Gonna refill my coffee.
Okay.
I saw in the window that you had some teas.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what we sell here. What are you looking for?
I would love some green teas, some black teas, and some herbals if you got them.
Green tea, black teas, and some herbals. Any specific flavor for herbal teas?
If you have blueberry or blackberry, that'd be amazing.
Let's see. Let me see what I can find for you. Give me one moment to take a look through my stock. Now, tell me, are you looking for regular teas, or are you looking for teas with a little more kick to them? I'm talking enchanted.
Enchanted teas? Do tell.
We do have a slight stock of enchanted teas. They're not the greatest, but we're working on getting more. Guess that kind of depends on what kind of effects you're looking for altogether, or all things considered.
I mean, if it could help me be vigilant and help, because I am traveling. So if it could help me with that and even concentration, that would be amazing.
Well, let me just look down my enchanted teas here. We have, so our selection, we have one that, I want to say each portion of tea will allow, let's say, 10 servings, give or take. And the first one that we have will allow you to speak 3 additional languages for a certain amount of time, but the languages aren't necessarily the same with each cup of tea. We have one that'll give you we have a batch that'll give you a little bit more access to wisdom or street smarts, or I don't know how to put that. She kind of lists these off. So the first one will allow you to speak 3 additional languages chosen by me for 1d10 days. She's got one that will increase your wisdom by 1d4, and your the trade-off is your int decreases by 1d4 for 2d12 hours. Give me 1 second here. She's got one that looks like when it's brewed, it might actually just come out as almost flavored glitter, but she goes over kind of the details of it. Apparently it gives you minty fresh breath, and you don't need to fart or use the washroom for up to 48 hours, as your body becomes 100% efficient in getting rid of its waste. She's also got... 1 second.
First thing I find is just spiking Vincent with just that. Just see what happens.
She's got one that'll give you true sight for 1d10 hours, but you pass out for 1d10 hours after that. Basically taps into magic, but the trade-off is that you go unconscious afterwards for a bit. And the other one that she's got... She has a lotus tea. She describes it almost as tasting like sugar and bubblegum, and the effect of this one is when you drink it, all your ability score improvements are doubled for 1d6 hours. After the 5th time of drinking this kind of potion, however, your stat bonuses are halved when you're not under the effects of the tea.
Oh. Honestly, with traveling, I really want to see what happens when taking the tea for different languages.
Okay.
I think that'll be hilarious.
Okay. Now, you need to understand that these teas are magical in nature, and they've been created as such, so they're going to be a little more expensive than your regular teas.
I bet.
But again, they do have their bonuses. They do each have their perks. So, out of those, which can I get for you?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'll have the tea of speech.
Yep.
And just a regular green tea.
Tea of speech, 10 portions each, for each batch that I sell out. That one's going to be about $1.
Okay.
As for the regular green tea, how many days are you looking for?
Oh, probably a couple of weeks, so I'd say at least 14.
14? And how much tea do you drink in the run of a day?
About 3 cups a day.
About 3 cups a day. 14 days. Give me 1 second to do some math here.
I'm a bit of a tea addict.
Let's say 14 silver?
14 silver. Can you switch for a couple of golds for those? What's the...
Can I what?
What's the gold-silver ratio?
1 to 10. 10,
10,
10
okay.
silver is 1 gold. 1 gold is 10 silver.
And yeah, how much silver did she ask for it?
She asked for 7 silver. Sorry. Hold on. 14 silver is what she asked for, I think.
Yeah. So I'll give her a gold and 4 silvers.
1 gold, 4 silver? Yeah. She'll take it and she'll package your tea up for you. So you now have a tea that will allow you to speak 3 additional languages for 1d10 days. The languages get chosen by me each time you drink. So they might not necessarily be the same language. You can add that to your list.
I've added. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else?
I'm just gonna ask if I'm to find somebody that knows some information about Snowy Peaks, where would I go?
1 second. Snowy Peaks. Depends on what kind of snowy peaks you're looking for there, sweetheart.
We've been sent on a quest to find some relic, and we're not exactly sure where to start.
Roll me an investigation check. Or a persuasion, your choice.
10 for investigation. Not doing so good on investigation.
I don't know much about Snowy Peaks. The only place I know there might be snow is on the North Continent.
Yeah, that's what I feared.
I mean, there's a bit of snow up north on the end of this continent, but I don't think there's any mountains up there.
No, didn't think so. Alright, well, thank you.
You're more than welcome anytime. Come back if you need anything.
Will do. And with that, I'm gonna grab my tower of stuff and waddle back over to the hotel inn.
Okay. We're gonna move on to Yuki.
Food, books, possibly more food.
What are you looking for food?
I'm just gonna buy like 2 weeks worth of rations.
Yeah. You grab your 2 weeks worth of rations. That's gonna be. Give me 1 second. Brain blank. Yeah. 7 gold, I think is what I had, or 70. Sorry, 70. 5 silver per day. 14 days. Yeah, 70 silver altogether.
So 7 gold. How much was everything from time before, like all that tea and whatnot? Lee started talking to me, so I couldn't hear the actual price.
For Labelia's tea?
Yes, I got her bread pricing. It's for tea
Oh,
price, I think.
I actually had some extra inventory in my stuff. It's okay. I took it out for me.
Okay.
Yeah, because right now I only have 5 gold, but this is other random crap that I've picked up and not put in the funds.
So, yeah, she
did personals.
Yes. So yeah, it's gonna for the 14 days for rations. It's gonna be 7 gold altogether.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything specific you're looking for, like ration wise?
No, just a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it can be packed up for you. That's not a problem. So you grab your rations. What else?
Off to a bookstore.
Of course, you're off to a bookstore.
You got two nerds on the party.
Legitimate bookstores. You have 2 nerds that are going book shopping.
Fucking book nerds. All right. So you managed to find this place called the Book Nook. Actually, seems like one of your other party members might have been here at one point. As a matter of fact, as you're walking up, you see Nico kind of walking out the door with a book in hand.
Hey, Nico, get anything good?
Yeah, I got a romance novel. It's called The Halfling's Hand.
I might want to borrow that at some point.
Oh, you can definitely read it after I'm done.
Nice, thank you.
You're welcome.
What kind of books are you looking for?
Herbology things, plants of the area.
Yep.
Anything medical.
Roll me an investigation. And let me see if I can find something. What did we roll?
21.
Jesus fuck. Trying to find something. You find a cooking book called Customary Cookery, 4 Mouth-Watering Recipes. Let me go ahead and drop these in the Discord chat for you. And this one, we've got Proven Prophecies of the Bard, 2nd printing, is the 2nd book that you find.
You know, at this rate, I'm going to be able to open my own bookstore.
Probably.
Yeah.
Don't really find anything on herbs of the area or plants of the area. You find a book titled Crimson Dawn, which is talking about the topic of necromancy.
I thought it was going to be a book about communism.
You find another cookbook called Innovative Foods, The People's Choice. What else? Thinking 2 more? You find a book titled 50 Shades of Grey Oozes.
That sounds like a hilarious must-have.
And you find, let me see here. Another book titled Harry Otter and the Forgotten Amulet.
I need that one too. Okay, so I would like to get the Prophecy one.
Yep.
Crimson Dawn.
Yep.
50 Shades of Grey Oozes.
Naturally.
And Harry Otter.
So you take these 4 books off the shelf as you're browsing, and eventually you kind of make your way up towards the counter at the other end of the shop, away from the door. And the shop owner just kind of looks at you. I believe it was an alpha head set up for this, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Yeah.
No.
He just looks up at you and says, "Can I help you?"
Hi, I would like to buy these 4 books, please.
Kind of nods, puts down the book that he's reading, and stands up, looks down at the books, kind of looks them over a bit. Let's say a gold a book.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, you give him the cash. He packs up the books for you and passes them back over. And is there anything else that I can do for you today?
You wouldn't happen to have any books on plants around here? Anywhere you could point me where I could buy such a book?
They might have something over in the Scholars District, but we don't really keep those kind of books here. We're more just for entertainment reading.
Scholars District it is! Thank you!
More than welcome. I guess ask for the lore keepers, or look around for the lore keepers. They might know something.
Thanks for the tip.
He nods. And as you head back out of the shop, he picks up his book and sticks his nose right back in it. Anything else?
Is there anywhere to buy armor, weapons, stuff like that around here?
So if you're looking around, please roll me an investigation check.
10.
You're not sure. People are kind of going about their business, and people seem a little too busy to stop and talk to you, but you do eventually find one person who's like, yeah, we actually have I mean, they're down the road a little ways, but we have two blacksmiths in town here. One is called the White Mall, and the other one is called Olivia's Steelworks.
I think I'm gonna head for the Steelworks.
So you, yeah, again, it's just down the road a little bit, and as you walk into the Steelworks, you just clang, clang every so often, just somebody whacking away at something, and there appears to
Wait,
be.
is she?
Pardon?
Sorry. No, it was just gonna be a dumb joke.
There appears to be a halfling standing behind one of the counters, banging on something metal. And kind of shaping it and twisting it and almost trying to form it to her. Kind of the desired shape that she wants.
Hello?
And the halfling looks up. Hi there!
Hi.
What
do
can
you
I-
happen to sell shields?
Shields. Let me see here. And she just kind of looks through her inventory. Depends. What kind of shield are you looking for?
Something better than basic.
Something better than basic. Let me see here. I don't have any at the moment. I do have a few other things, but no shields, unfortunately.
Ah, but do you know if the other blacksmith happens to sell shields?
That I don't. I don't. I try not to get involved in their inventory or in their business. Kind of call it kind of a healthy rivalry, I guess.
Fair enough. Thanks anyway, I guess?
She nods. And then she goes back, and a moment later you hear clang, clang.
Skylar is headed off.
Skylar, thank you for coming by. We will get to you next session. Please remind me, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
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 I know Lobelia also has to take off here in a moment, so we'll get ready to. We'll probably go through Yuki here, and then Vincent, and then we'll end up calling it for the day while you guys are in the big city.
Sure.
So.
I guess I checked the other shops for shields.
Yeah, so you head over to the White Mall, and there is a dwarf standing behind the counter this time. Just kind of looking over a few things. Doesn't really seem busy, and the forge is shut down for the moment. I mean, it's still lit, but she's not really working on it. She kind of waves at you as you walk in. Hi
You
there.
happen to sell shields?
Shields. What kind of shields you looking for?
Something better than basic.
I think I have one, if you're interested. She points up to a shield hanging on the wall. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it'll do better than basic. Basically, what she's trying to sell you on is a +1 shield.
Mine's +2.
Okay.
So,
So
I'm
you
gonna
have an
to
enchanted
pass
shield?
on that.
Pardon?
What was that?
I said you have an enchanted shield.
Well, mine's +2 AC. I assume she meant it was +1 AC for what's on that wall.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm gonna have to pass on that. Sorry.
No worries. Pleasure meeting you, I guess. And she just kind of goes back to looking at what she's at. What she was looking at before.
Pleasure almost doing business with you. I'll just walk out and go find the others.
Cool. Vincent, you're heading
Hey.
to the market. What are you doing, dude? You've been quite patient.
Well, oh yeah. Well, for now, Vincent is actually going to go to the same dealer who people have seen for their foods.
Mm-hmm.
And see if he can't get himself some dried meat and fruits, like just preserved food that'll last a while.
Yeah, so again, they've got nuts, berries, meats, cheeses, all sorts of different types of food and, stuff that'll do decently on the trail. or while you're out adventuring. And the shopkeep, the booth the booth owner looks up at you as you walk up. You looking for traveling rations?
Yeah, how'd you know?
I mean, that's kind of all I sell here.
Makes sense. But
So,
yeah, just any kind of fruits and meats that are good for traveling.
yeah, I've got some dried fruits, I've got some dried meats, I've got cheeses, I've got breads, I've got nuts and meats, or nuts and berries. How many days are you looking for altogether?
I'll go a week.
A week? So for that, you're looking about 35 silver altogether, I think.
35 silver. 1 second. Counts out his silver onto the counter. Yep, there you go. 35 weeks worth of dried fruit and veggies.
Yeah. So,
Or dried fruit and meats.
yep. So he'll wrap those up for you. Take the silver off. Pass the food over to you. Give me 1 second. I will be right back.
Yep.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm back. So
No
yeah,
problem.
you get your food and your trail rations, and you head off. What's next for you?
I'm going to see if I can find. I'm going to ask around, see if there's anywhere I can buy some potions or even magical equipment.
So what kind of magical equipment are you looking for?
Just not armors, more just other things to wear, neck pendants, rings, that kind of
So
thing.
you're looking for jewelry and potions.
Yes.
Roll me an investigation check, please.
Okay.
Jules' turn had to go, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. Unfortunately, I didn't get around to saying goodbye. I'll have to say goodbye later.
Okay.
Yeah.
17. Just kind of inquiring around. You actually asked the vendor before you leave and whatnot, and inquire with a few other people about what you're looking for with the jewelry and the potions and whatnot. And they actually point. You get a couple of responses with that. Actually, you find out that there are 2 alchemy shops in the city. One is called the Sage's Fragrances. The other one is called the Unicorn's Potions. And as for jewelry, you find out you have one called the Sparkling Bijou and the Ruby Decoration.
Sorry, sparkling.
Bijou. Bijous.
And the other one was.
The Ruby Decoration.
Okay. Thank you, and I will go and check out. I'll go check out Unicorn's Potions first.
Yeah. So, you walk in, and there is a female tabaxi standing behind the counter as you enter the shop. And she just kind of looks at you. She doesn't say anything as you walk in, but she does kind of look at you, and there appears to be, as you're looking around, 4 other people in this shop as well. This is near the and kind of closer to the docks than a lot of the other shops are. And the street outside seems to be fairly quiet.
So I'll just go right up to the tabaxi was the one behind the counter, huh?
Yep. Yeah, there's
Yep.
a tabaxi behind the counter, and also browsing in the shop there's a female halfling, a female dwarf, what appears to be a male dwarf, and a male half-elf as well.
I'll just go up to the counter,
Mhm.
nod and say, "Hey there, what's up?" I was actually looking for kind of something a little specific, something more to, I guess, if you have any kind of thing that could like increase, I guess, my strength, endurance, that kind of thing. Not like sex potions, just like actual strength and things.
Potions? The female tabaxi listens as you're talking. Potions to increase dexterity and strength, huh? It's not often we get people asking for that. Give me 1 second.
Dexterity, strength, endurance.
Yeah, we have a couple of potions of... Let me see here. Fuck, where'd it go? Let me just look up these potions here. Bleh.
Yeah.
We do have a couple of potions might work for what you're looking for. We don't get a lot of requests for them. Let's see, potion prices. There we go. God damn it! Give me what I want, motherfucker. We don't get a lot of requests for them, but we do have what appears to be a potion of bear's endurance. We have a potion. We've got potion of giant strength, and we have a potion of dexterity.
And what kind of prices are those going for?
She kind of looks down at a list she's holding in her hand. I'm actually looking for a price for them right now. Just give me 1 second.
Yep.
I have to familiarize myself with 5e prices.
And it's not like you play this game every week.
I play it every other week.
Oh yeah. So exactly.
Why are you not giving me a price for this?
Make one up?
Yeah, I was hoping there was like a set price for it, but
There should be, shouldn't there?
it's all good. Let me see here. Little potions. Well, if you're looking for the potion of giant strength, you're looking probably about, I want to say, 200 gold. If you're looking for a potion of dexterity, you're looking probably about 150. And if you're looking for the potion of bear's endurance, you're looking probably about 200 gold as well.
All right.
We should note that the potion of giant strength comes in a few different rarities here. We've only got like I think 2 or 3 at the moment. And it depends on what strength that you're looking for.
You know, say I'm wandering out in the woods. Big ass ogre comes at me. I want to be able to crush its skull before it crushes my skull.
Yep. So we've got a potion that'll actually... It'll affect your... Basically, she outlines these potions for you. And the way these work is they change your strength score for up to 1 hour. Based on what type of creature's strength you want to, have. The first one is it'll change your strength score to 21 for 1 hour. The second is it will change your strength score to that of a frost or stone giant, which is 23, or a fire giant, which is 25.
All right, and is there a price difference among those?
So the first one is, so it basically goes up in 100 gold increments. So Hill Giant is 200, Frost Stone Giant is 300, and the Fire Giant is actually going to be 500. 500.
All right. So 50 silver, or rather 1 silver piece is... 10 silver pieces is 1 gold, correct?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, then, yeah, I'll just grab the, lesser one, the
Hill Giant?
Hill Giant strength one, yeah.
So, yeah, that'll...
Actually, that sounds great.
Okay, so it'll affect your strength score for 1 hour. When you drink it, it changes your strength score to 21, and that'll be 200 gold.
Perfect. Sounds good to me.
Considers a fair trade and packs the bottle up for you and passes it over.
Yep. 200 gold.
And I'm just going to go ahead and quickly copy this into your Discord chat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sweet.
Anything else?
That is it for now.
Okay,
I may come back at some point.
Yeah. Okay, so you still have 3 shops that you're looking through, yeah?
I just wanted to make a quick one at one of the jewelers. Sparkling Bourgeot.
The sparkling bijou?
Bijou, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So you wander over to the sparkling bijou, and a fairly friendly human female human woman is behind the counter. The clothes she's wearing appear to be stained with grease in certain places. Her long blonde hair appears to be singed and shortened, almost as if she got caught unaware in an explosion or something. She just kind of looks up at you as you walk in. Hi there, good to see you. What can I do for you?
Hi. What up?
Welcome to my shop. Can I help you find anything? What do you need?
Are you okay? You seem kind of disheveled.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's just an experiment gone wrong. What can I do for you?
Aha, I see. I was actually looking for a jeweler. I have something I wanted to have appraised.
Oh, yeah. If you're looking to have something appraised, I can absolutely do that for you. Put it on the counter here. Let me take a look at it.
Sure. And I pull out this ruby that I've been carrying around forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of put it on the counter there. I just wanted to know what the price for this was.
She picks it up, and she actually just reaches out and snatches it off the counter, and you don't actually see her hand move.
Oh, holy crap.
Give me 1 second.
You move like they do.
Like who does? Who's that? What are you talking about? Who's that? Move like who?
Nothing. It's just a movie reference that you wouldn't get yet.
What the hell's a movie?
Exactly.
She just kind of stares at you for a moment. Well, to her it's probably a long moment. To you it's more of a split second. Give me 1 moment. You said it was just a ruby?
Yeah, like a palm-sized ruby. I'd been carrying it around since, like, session 1 or 2.
God fucking damn. That's been forever, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right? I never had the chance to get it appraised or anything. I mean, first we were in a post-apocalyptic place, so where am I going to find a jeweler there, right?
She she takes the ruby and she turns it different angles and looks at it. And again, to her it might look like she's doing it slow and actually examining it, but to you it looks like she's literally just turning it in her hands and not actually stopping. It's an interesting ruby. Where'd you get it?
Oh, I actually found it in some caves while spelunking.
It's caves of spelunking. You don't see many rubies like this anymore. They're not exactly
right.
they're not exactly all around.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm hoping it's valuable.
She a moment later has the kind of extending goggles on her face. She's examining this in like extreme detail. Well, this ruby. I don't quite know. I'll probably give you. And she actually just stops for a moment, like freezes on the spot. And she's looking at this ruby, and she is not moving.
You okay?
She doesn't say a word.
Oh, okay. Ma'am?
She doesn't say a word.
Gonna pull out some jerky and chew on it.
Of course you are. It's probably about 20 minutes before she starts moving again. And she just kind of shakes herself off. Oh god, I thought that was never gonna end.
You alright?
Let's just say, don't experiment with haste spells if you don't know what you're doing.
Ah,
Um,
I'll keep that in mind.
they are not fun. And the effects can be disastrous. She just kind of blinks and she looks at the ruby in her hand. These rubies, you don't see these around much. These are not common. These aren't really... I don't know. It seems to have something in it almost. She just kind of gets right up close to it and peers in. That's a fire ruby. That's a pretty pristine fire ruby. I have many uses for that. I'll tell you what. She just kind of hums for a moment, and she looks down at the counter, making sure to place the ruby back on the counter where you can see it, so you know she's not like trying to steal it or something. And she digs down under the counter for a moment. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, that'll work. How does 5,000 gold sound?
Dang.
5,000 gold? You know? Can I make an insight check?
Absolutely you can. Roll me an insight, please.
10. Damn it. I have a good insight score, too.
Yeah. As far as you are telling, like... she's being completely genuine.
You know what? 5,000 gold sounds fine to me.
I appreciate you bringing this to me. If you happen to find any more of these in your journeys, please keep me in mind. I can make some splendid jewelry with these, including magical enchantments in the jewelry itself, with the gem as the focus. And,
Quick question.
yes,
Is this going into Vincent's pocket or the group's pocket?
that's up to Vincent. It's his gem.
Well, I was down to 23 gold, and I planned on waiting until the next session, so we were all here so that we could figure out what was going on for the spending and costs, but because I wanted to buy some magical stuff for Vincent. So I think I might keep this, and then what's left, I'd put in the party fund, if
Okay,
that's
I
fine.
just need to know if I need to change any numbers.
Right.
And she just kind of looks at the gem. You're all right with the 5,000 gold?
Yes, absolutely. Is it that possible to have that come as platinum rather than gold?
Absolutely. That'll be, what, 500 platinum?
Sure.
Yeah. She'll pull out, she'll reach down under the counter for a moment and come back and literally just put a sack on the counter in front of you. Appreciate your business, and remember, keep me in mind if you come across any more of these little beauties.
Absolutely. What was your name?
My name, actually, just give me one quick sec here to pull her up. My name's Rosalind, and I actually own the sparkling bijou here.
Rosalind?
Rosalind, yes. Rosalind.
Yeah, Rosalind, I'll make sure to see you when I need you. You said you also do enchanting things, correct?
I do a bit of enchanting. I also have a deal cut out with the enchanter here in town. But if I can't handle something, they take a look at things for me. What can I do for you?
I was actually just going to see about sort of protective enchantments.
What kind of protective enchantments are you looking for?
Sort of like I can take a good amount of like strong hits. I'm looking for something that could do more defend me against magical attacks.
Things that can defend you against magical attacks. Anything in particular? Like what kind of attacks are you looking? Like what kind of magic are we talking?
I guess things that would affect my brain.
Things that affect your brain. So you're looking for intelligence or wisdom?
I guess what I'm trying to say is more just if I'm fighting something and it decides it wants me to fight for it and make me attack my friends by magic, that's what I want to defend against.
Oh, so you're looking for like a protection against like a charm spell or something like that.
Yes, that sounds right.
Okay, give me 1 second. I mean, I don't have anything. Oh, wait a minute, actually. I might have one thing. Let me just double check here. Just kind of works through her inventory. Her inventory list. Just like, So if you're looking for that, I might have one item here. It is a ring. It's not going to be cheap, but it may very well grant you, it should very well grant you an immunity to a charm person spell.
Alright.
It comes with a price tag of 2,000 gold. Seeing as you just brought me that fire ruby, I could be convinced to knock that down to 1,700.
You know what? I'd call that a good investment.
She disappears into a back room for a moment, and then she comes out with this pretty unassuming looking ring. It doesn't look like much. Literally just a golden ring band. It's got kind of a couple of what look like a couple of clear pieces of glass in it. She lays it down on the counter in front of you. That's what you're looking for.
Excellent. And is there any kind of thing I would need to do for it to work for me, or do I just put it on?
Well, you'll need to attune to it. It's going to take a week for you to attune to this. But once you've attuned to it, whenever you have it on, the charm person spell will not work on you.
You know what? That works for me.
She'll nod. Do you want that wrapped up, or do you want to wear it out at the store?
You know what? I think I'll go ahead and just wear it.
Okay. In order to start the attunement process, you're going to need to spend an hour concentrating on this thing and just meditating with it.
I will ask my more spell-savvy friends how that works.
She nods and just kind of stands there expectantly. That'll be 1,700 gold altogether.
And I hand her back the amount in platinum?
Yep, so that'll be, 170, give or take?
Yeah.
Yeah. She'll nod, she'll smile. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure doing business.
Thank you very much. And you have a good one.
You too. Anything else for you, Vincent?
For now, that will be it. I'll have other things I want to do, but I will leave it there for now.
Okay. So you guys have spent some time shopping. And as Vincent walks out of the shop, the sun seems to be getting a little lower in the sky, and it seems to be kind of moving on towards evening. And, people are there's a few more people out in the streets now and whatnot, and kind of getting ready to just relax for the evening, as all things considered. And what are you guys doing? What are the rest of you guys doing? The rest of you that are here.
Just gonna head back to the tavern.
Hilardus?
Probably doing the same, getting a drink or two.
Yuki?
Having supper and going to bed. Maybe after a bath. A bath sounds good after being in the forest for a while.
And Vincent?
Buying a new hat and heading back to the tavern.
Yeah, so you buy your new hat and head back to the tavern. What kind of hat are you looking for?
Wide-brimmed, velvety surface with a nice, large feather in it.
Hello, Yuki! Sorry I missed you. It has been forever. Yes, welcome on in. Welcome to D&D. You find a shop selling hats like that, and it's probably that type of hat. You're looking probably, I don't know, 75 gold.
Hell yeah, I'll do that. I'll 75 gold. That's 7 platinum, 5 gold. Sure.
Yeah, and you can pass it over, and they'll kind of slide you the hat. Do you want it packaged up, or do you want to wear it?
I'm wearing this out.
All right. You wear the hat, your new fashion statement, and now what?
Go back to tavern.
Go back to the tavern? Awesome! So you guys are all wrapping up for the day, getting ready to start your evening, head to bed. And that, unfortunately, is because we have lost 2 players right now. That is where we are going to cut this off for the night.
Yep.
Give me one quick second while I switch music, please.
Tell me you like my hat.
I love your hat.
So,
Can I try it on?
you what?
Ooh, can I try it on?
Oh, fine.
Let me see if I can... Yeah, that's not gonna... that is not going to work at all. We're just gonna switch back to this and fuck it. I applied for a student permit, got rejected, was super sad and depressed and worried for my life. Now figuring out how to get out of Russia before too late would probably make a refugee claim. I'm sorry, Yuki.
Oh, damn.
I know you were kind of hoping for that. You guys have now reached the city of Ravensloft, and thus begins the next chapter of your adventure. As you start trying to figure out where you're going, getting your bearings now that you're actually in society. Like, decent society instead of just like a small town. I don't really know what to say other than that.
That's fine.
You guys actually have like a decent sized city to explore. You guys have a week. You've paid up for a week here. So I guess take your time, investigate things, search for things. I might try and play everything. I'm not sure. I might try and play everything as like a 1 session per day or something like that. We'll see how things go. Just to give you guys a little more time to role play things out and see where you can end up, what kind of trouble you can get into, and to add a bit more interaction instead of just hack and slash.
Oh yeah.
To our players, please stick around as always after stream. We are going to see about doing our post-stream check-in. In the meantime, however, we are going to go see if we can find somebody to raid. Let's see who's online. Do we have... Who all is online that we want to go raid? D-Bomb. We've got Cora Kryptonite. I haven't popped in on Cora Kryptonite in quite some time. We've also got Emily Rose Windy. We've got Fox and the Fedora. You know what? Let's go raid D-Bomb. Let me pop over to my thing here. Where is... Pretty sure that's how you spell his name. Let me just double check. Just make sure I get the spelling right, because I don't want to drop you guys off in just like an empty channel. He is playing, it looks like, Stardew Valley. So we're going to go raid D-Bomb. We're going to go spread some love. As always, guys, I love your faces. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you guys enjoyed this chapter of the story. And kind of a slower pace than you guys are probably used to. Because I've kind of thrown you up against, like... It's been pretty much balls to the wall for quite a while. I decided I'd give you guys a chance to just kind of chill and relax for a bit. Yeah, we're gonna go raid D-Bomb. We're gonna go say hi. He is playing Stardew Valley. As always... Like, we've got, what? Movie day on Saturday. We've got Debauchery Tea Party on every other Sunday. We've got Japanese lessons and class and check-in on Thursdays in the Discord. We've got Critical Role on Thursdays in the Discord. There's a lot of shit going on in our community, and, you know, it's nice to finally be getting back to it. And on Wednesdays, we've also got the Idiot Book Nook here on Twitch, so... if you want to follow me, if you want to come join the Discord or any of that, there's the link to my link tree. That'll give you all of my socials. You can follow me anywhere you want on the internet. As always, I've got my Get Fucked Hoser merch, which you can purchase through my store, which is also in that link tree. And I'm going to be... I think I've pretty much figured out which organization I'm going to be giving cash to at the end of the year. Indigenous organizations that I've been kind of raising money for. Bard, you had given me a suggestion. That was Legacy of Hope, was it not?
I believe so.
Which is the organization that I'm going to be donating to at the end of the year. And once we get everything in and orders tallied up and all that, and I get an amount that was raised, I will be letting you guys know what that is. I'm hoping probably around the end of the year. It might be closer to it might be just after the beginning of the year, depending on when I can get around to get numbers and all that shit. So keep your eye on that, and I will be letting you guys know that total, both I'm hoping here or in the Discord and on TikTok as well, just to help keep myself accountable and shit. We're gonna go raid D-Bomb. We're gonna go say hi. We're gonna go spread some love. As always, guys, thank you very much, and we will see you hopefully on Wednesday for the Idiot Book Nook. Love yo faces.